Nearly a year after Piedra was crowned champion, the Bren Chong Cup is back. You don't know what the Bren Chong Summer Edition is? It's a Clash Royale 1v1 tournament where you can compete against the best players in the world for a piece of the $6,000 prize pool. This Summer Edition consists of 3 stages. 12 qualifiers on August 25th, 26th, and 27th. From there we get the 12 names that will join the group stage. That second stage will be played from August 28th to September 4th. There, the 12 qualifiers and the elite players of Clash Royale will be fighting for a place in the playoffs. The finals will be played from September 5th to September 8th and will bring together the top 32 players from the group stage in a double elimination bracket. This is how we'll find the new champion in the Bren Chong Cup Summer Edition. To make sure the whole community has access to this content, the streams will be in Spanish, English, Portuguese, German, Italian, and French. To keep up with all the news, guest players, and broadcast schedules, go ahead and download Appgrade, available both on iOS and Android. You can keep up with the news by following Rebel Amar and AMG on all social media. And of course, thanks to our sponsors, Bren Chong, AMG, Appgrade, and CWA. Bren Chong Cup Summer Edition. Don't you miss it. And the best way not to miss it, being right here. Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're all ready for a great day of Clash Royale competition. I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale League, and also here with you guys all the way through the Bren Chong Cup Summer Edition from right now. Well, from yesterday. This is actually day 2. I need to change that overlay. This is day 2. Rich, what are you doing? It's the second day. All right, guys, I'll change the overlay, and we'll be getting into our day 2 action, not day 1 action. Man, you know, I had everything set up perfectly today. Everything looked great. And then I dropped the ball on this one, everybody. Guys, it's going to be a great day of competitive Clash Royale. Here is the lineup we have for you today. Some of the best in the business, and that's going to be true every single day of this event. First and foremost, take a look at those top 4 names. Major head-to-head stars in Clash Royale. Reuben, the pride of Team Queso, and of course Adrian Piedra, who did recently make it to the finals of our No Tilt World Championship. Had a great performance overall. The God RF, who's having a phenomenal 2020, and Surge TS of Pain Gaming, who does very well in these kind of tournaments. We'll see if he can keep the magic going here as we move forward. And then 4 other very talented players. DarkAngel, who has done some time in CRL, as well as Mao, OS Mao. You might know him if you see his profile more directly in-game. LEVYSG and Osama, who I've heard likes 3 Musketeers. We'll see if he plays those today. Here's an overall look at the groups. If you saw that pre-match little screed there, pre-match run, you may have already seen these groups, but here's the overall look at the groups. And yesterday, we did have the top 4 move on, and the top 4 were the guys who were the top 4 there. It was Pompeo, Sergio Ramos, Azelis, and Lich Penakil moving on to the next stage. So we'll see if, again, it's the bigger name players moving on to stage 2 as well. That's going to be 8 days in a row, now 7 more days of round-robin gameplay. After we get through those stages of round-robin gameplay, the top 4 from each group, will move on to stage 3, to our next stage, where they will be competing, of course, for a piece of that $6,000 prize pool. And guys, I'm trying to actually get the updated overlay to download, but for some reason my computer absolutely does not want to do it. So we might just have a download that says Group A Day 1 the entire way through here. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason my computer absolutely does not want to download that one. So it will be what it will be, and if I can get a chance to get it updated, then I will. But for now, take a look at what we have. This is our schedule for the day, and you're seeing lots of players appearing multiple times today. Why? Because it's a round-robin format. All 8 players in this group will play all other 7 players. So each player has 7 matches today, best of 3, ban on first loss, and the top 4 will move on into the 32-person bracket stage. The bottom 4 will be out of the event and have to regroup for their next attempt. Let's take a look at some of the chat here from on both streaming. By the way, streaming on YouTube and on Trovo. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I'm happy to have you here. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring your bell, all that good stuff. If you want to try out Trovo, I'm also co-streaming there, and that's where I do some of my other events. In particular, when I host open tournaments that you can compete in, I do those over on Trovo. So if you want to check out Trovo, go ahead and check it out. It's a great way to support and also a cool way for you to engage when I'm only streaming on YouTube for special events like this one. So let's take a look at what's happening over on the YouTube chat. Guys, oh yeah, waiting for the games to start? Yeah, I'm not in charge of that. I'm just here talking. The games are being played, started somewhere else. I'm just waiting, just like you guys, for the games to start. So as soon as they start, we'll start. That's about it. But right now, I'm just here hanging out with you guys until we actually do get to our next part, which is the actual gameplay here. Hello to everyone over on the YouTube side. And Itzik, good to see you. Hold the stream, popcorn's not ready yet. Well, get your popcorn ready, Unhotty. What is the format? Great question, guys. Here are the 8 groups at this stage. Of course, as I said before, this is the group stage of the tournament, meaning that each of these players will go through a round robin in their group. Today we're on Group B. We have 8 players. Each player will play the other 7 people in their group. Once they have gone through all that, the top 4 from this portion will go on to the next stage, which will be the round of 32. The round of 32 is a double elimination bracket event. So everyone here paying to trying to get through to that double elimination bracket portion. The top 4 from each group, so half of the field overall, will move on, and half the field will go home and have to, again, hope they can get back in for the next time we do one of these. And, of course, Revel has been doing a bunch of these, if you do follow along, similar in vein to the Moreno Cup, the previous Bren Chong Cup earlier this year. Revel does these kind of tournaments all the time, so thank you very much also now for all of our sponsors. And look at that, we do have the updated overlay, so thank you very much to AMG, Aftershock Media Group, for helping make events like this happen. Of course, CWA as well. This event is also on AppGrade, and I'll show you guys. We'll be going to AppGrade to look at the standings throughout the day, to keep you guys apprised on everyone's win-loss records as well, and of course stats provided by Royale API on top of this one. We're going to get our first match going here in just a moment, guys. I'm seeing in the chat, in the clan, that we're going to actually be starting here in a couple of seconds. We're starting off with Surg TS and Osama. So again, an overall look at the group for this one. Group B, Group A action happened yesterday and was completely settled. But now we are on the Group B side, and Surg TS, of course, you know him from Pain Gaming. High-level ladder player. I believe 84-42, his personal best, which ain't no joke. Of course, his opponent in the first game against Osama, 83-72 personal best on ladder. So both these guys certainly know how to ball when it comes to pushing up high. The overall prize pool is $6,000. And yes, the results from yesterday, guys, I'll show you those on AppGrade as well in a little bit. But if I remember correctly, it was Pompeo, Sergio Ramos, Azealis, and Lich going on to the next round, or was it Mini Minter? No, it might have been Mini Minter going on to the next round, actually, now I think about it. I'll double check on that one and get you the exact info in a second. I just don't want to I want to make sure we don't miss the opening match as it's going to get started here in just a few seconds. And yes, am I making my own clan for the Creator Tourney and Clan Wars 2? Oh yeah, you bet you are. Going to be happening. And people who are already in the family clan, you're already in. So we'll be doing that one as well. So we're waiting for the first match to start. Sorry, guys, for any delay here. Not in charge of any of it. All I'm doing is hanging out here and trying to bring you guys the best picture of what's going on as I possibly can. Let me go ahead and bring this up over here for myself so I can see what's happening. What drink do I like? Pepsi? No, not at all. First of all, if we're going with the colas, I'm a Coca-Cola guy. But secondly, yeah, no. I actually have not been drinking sodas much. But, yeah, Coca-Cola is where I would go if I'm going to choose one. But you know what I prefer? The bottled Coca-Cola. In the glass bottle, the pure cane sugar recipe. That's what's up, player. That's what's happening. That's what I'm all about. So, guys, again, just to explain some of what's going on, unbox the 10K sub box. Oh, yeah, guys. We hit 10K yesterday. That's what's up. Thank you very much for the subs, of course, please go ahead and do that if you're watching on YouTube. And we're waiting again. I know. Get to the gameplay. I'm not in charge of it. All I'm doing is talking, guys, so we'll get to the gameplay as quickly as we possibly can. What's my favorite card? The Ice Golem. Absolutely the Ice Golem. You know what? As long as we're waiting for the gameplay, let me show you this video that explains the entire tournament so I don't have to explain it again. Here you go. Boom. Nearly a year after Piedra was crowned champion, the Bren Chong Cup is back. You don't know what the Bren Chong Summer Edition is? It's a Clash Royale 1v1 tournament where you can compete against the best players in the world for a piece of the $6,000 prize pool. This Summer Edition consists of 3 stages. 12 qualifiers on August 25th, 26th, and 27th. From there we get the 12 names that will join the group stage. That second stage will be played from August 28th to September 4th. There, the 12 qualifiers and the elite players of Clash Royale will be fighting for a place in the playoffs. The finals will be played from September 5th to September 8th and will bring together the top 32 players from the group stage in a double elimination bracket. This is how we'll find the new champion in the Bren Chong Cup Summer Edition. To make sure the whole community has access to this content, the streams will be in Spanish, English, Portuguese, German, Italian, and French. To keep up with all the news, guest players, and broadcast schedules, go ahead and download Appgrade, available both on iOS and Android. You can keep up with the news by following Rebel Amar and AMG on all social media. And of course, thanks to our sponsors, Bren Chong, AMG, Appgrade, and CWA. Bren Chong Cup Summer Edition. Don't you miss it. And there you go. That's what's happening. Guys, I have got word that we will be starting in 2 minutes. I don't know why it's taken this long to get started, but in 2 minutes, our first game will start. So, you know what? Let's do a 2-minute AMA. Chat, go. 2-minute AMA. What do you got? What questions do you want answered? Morton is not in this cup. That's not a question. Let's see. Is Morton in here? I actually forget. Not a lot of Germans in this one. Schwarzen. Oh, Morton's in. Morton's in Group H. Come on. Morton's in Group H. You didn't look here. I'll show you again. Boom. There you go. Look at Group H. Morton's in there. What is my favorite card? It's the Ice Golem. Did I have a haircut? No, I just did my hair, but I just finally got hair clippers, so I'm going to get my hair cut this weekend. My favorite comic book writer. Ooh, my favorite comic book writer. That's an interesting question. Who wrote, was it Brian K. Vaughan, I think? Probably my favorite comic book writer. That's the question. Who I think will come out on top? All of us for enjoying this thing. What is the prize distribution? No idea. Will no tilt championship happen again? I have no idea. Will I be doing any accents today? Potentially. But most importantly, it's game time. Go. Let's do it. Osama versus Surge TS for our opening game of the day. Osama, top of your screen. Surge TS at the bottom. Surge TS, of course, of Pain Gaming. He's been around in competitive Clash Royale for a long time, and as I said before, has done very well in events like this. Won the Cabrera Cup back in 2019. Has made top 8 in both the Moreno Cup and the Gamistry Cup. Very, very good in these kind of events. Osama on the other side, 83.72 personal best. The Syrian is a member of Team Liquid Academy, where he just performed in the Space Station Gaming, in the SSG Cup. Oh yeah, my family clan is called Fat Fingers, by the way, because I'm a Fat Fingers player. I misclick all the time. Surge TS running Hog Triple Spell, the deck I'm currently running on ladder. Doing very poorly compared to Surge TS, I'm guessing, with this one. Pigs opposite lane, and should have Bomb Tower for it, but no Elixir. So Surge TS maybe getting caught a little flat-footed here. Bomb Tower would have been more than sufficient to deal with that Hog push, but not enough Elixir for it, so forced to do what he can on the back end. So Hog's Barb Hut for Osama with the Heal Spirit. Triple Spell For Surge TS, he has the bomb tower to deal with the pigs when they come in, log to take the heal spirit out from behind. A little mistime there on the Musketeer pickup as we go into double elixir time. First 2 minutes away. And here we go. Bomb tower will get that one pretty easily, and you gotta imagine Surge TS just sitting there waiting for a heal spirit to come in. Doesn't happen, so sets up to the right-hand side. Rashid, nothing but love all the way from the Middle East. Rashid, love back your direction. Do you get a prize for winning the Clan Wars 2 tournament? Yeah, there's huge prizes for the Clan Wars 2's tournament. Clan Wars 2 tournament. Very, very cool stuff. You can find more about that up on Twitter. Probably on Reddit, too, I'm guessing. Everywhere where Clash Royale is discussed. Saketh, what are you talking about? I sent out all the PayPals. Did I know something about Clan Wars 2.0? Maybe. I do know right now that it's 412 to 941. Yeah, well, Saketh Ram, don't joke that I'm not doing payouts for contests. That's a pretty, it's not really much of a joke. It's more of an accusation. 136 right-hand side. EQ will finish it off. Surge TS wins game number 1. Pretty good matchup for him. Fat Fingers is the name of my family clan, guys. FAT Fingers. Because I am a fat-fingered player for sure. Let's take a look at the stats from this one, which should have updated. Let me try updating them one more time. Boom! Well, that's not the updated stats. That's yesterday's stats. All right. I'll have to go double check to see if maybe they changed the stats page. Nope, there we go. Boom. There's our updated stats powered by Royale API, who's a sponsor of this event. Osama banning the bomb tower in this one. So we'll see if he goes back towards pigs again. Surge TS up 1 so far in the opening game. Each player will be playing 7 matches today, 7 best-of-3 matches. All the matches will be ban on first loss. So game number 1, no bans. And then once you lose a game, you have the option to ban if you wish. Arafat Nabi, I'm more of a slippery finger guy. Your finger slips on tornado all the time. Dude, I know what you mean. I exactly know what you mean, sir. And let me tell you, I'm going to come back to the camera for this one. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Most directly do I feel your pain. And you know what? I'm here for you. Slippery fingers, fat fingers, twitchy fingers. Whatever it might be, if like when you're holding the phone, this part of your thumb hits the screen and casts something over there. Whatever it might be, I'm here for you. I feel you. So you've got my support, man. Much love. Waiting for game number 2. Here we go. Surge TS up 1. What other games do I play on mobile? I don't play a ton of other mobile games, Mike Mark. This is pretty much the only mobile game I play. I play a little bit of Brawl Stars here and there, but I primarily play this on mobile, and then I play Apex on PlayStation. What's my favorite food? Burritos, bro. That should be well established. Osama's been making a push into competitive play this season, this 2020 year. Has played in a few events over on the European side. Smaller leagues, and oh boy, Surge TS. Osama just didn't have the ability to get those recruits down fast enough, and oh my word, that was a lot in both lanes. So Osama running Piggy's 6-man. 6 pigs? But there's 4 pigs in the hog. That doesn't work. 6 pigs. Because 6 loon makes sense because 6 man in the balloon, but 6 pigs doesn't work because it conflicts with the fact that there are 4 pigs. The 10 bomb, could that be a name for this? The Royal Recruits and the Hog and the Royal Hogs. Up against, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. Surge TS has been playing the Goblin Giant Sparky Rage deck. Who do I think will win this tournament? Probably someone who plays Clash Royale, most likely. Heal Spirit will get that little mini P.E.K.K.A. One more, no! Magic Archer stays alive. Exchange works out very, very well for Osama in this one, who takes a pretty significant lead, but there is a healthy Sparky on the board. So advantage of about 4 Elixir right now goes towards Surge TS. And yes, guys, this is not an open tournament. This is a closed tournament now. The qualifier stage already happened. We are now in the group stage. So if you missed the qualifiers, there were 3 days of qualifiers during the week. And now we are in the group stage for 7 more days. After that will be the bracket stage. But no, the tournament no longer has open places, but it was an open tournament. And if you follow me on Twitter, when there are more open tournaments like this, I'll be tweeting about those, so you can have a chance to try to qualify for events like this in the future. This, of course, being a $6,000 prize pool. No joke here. Osama going to win game number 2 unless something crazy happens. Of course, Surge TS does have a Rage. So crazier things have occurred than a win coming like this. But going to be a lot, especially with that Fisherman getting the pull on the right-hand side. That's going to be a GG well played. Rage not going to save Surge TS in this one. Osama, Surge TS tied up and go into game number 3. Thanos in the Trovo chat asking, what is my go-to ladder deck? Well, it depends on what season it is. This season, I am playing Hog Triple Spell on ladder. I would be playing 6 Loon, but I don't have my Fisherman leveled high enough. So that's the problem there. I need to figure out how to make sure that page updates itself rather than waits for me to update. Is this the clan for the tournament? Nope. This is the $6,000 tournament, guys. Let's see, the ban for Surge TS will be Royal Hogs. So now Royal Hogs and Bomb Tower are the global bans. Neither one allowed for the remainder of this best of 3, which is just one more game, by the way, guys, in case you were curious. We are down to the final game. Here we go. Remember, this is game number 1 for both of these players of 7 today. Head-to-head does really matter, though. How do you view this game live on Clash Royale? You can't. You view it here. Now, Nicholas, if what you'd like to do is watch it where the gameplay fills up the screen, open up YouTube, not in the app, but in your browser, and you can pinch to zoom to be able to view the game in full screen. So if you are watching on a phone or tablet and don't want to see the overlay, just want to see the gameplay, that's how you do it. How does the tournament work at this stage? Good question, Thanos. We are in the group stage, and I'll give you some more information between different things, or between the games. Right now we'll focus on this gameplay, and looks like it's going to be 6 Loon for Surge TS, and there you go, the Lumberjack Balloon push to the left-hand side. And Snowball not going to slow that down enough. Rage should mean 1 balloon shot on that left-hand side, and we do get a connection plus death damage. And guys, I'll tell you all about how the tournament works after this match is over. 1373 on the left-hand side for Osama's tower. The Syrian player's best ladder finish is number 2. Second place on ladder back in 2018. Still a general standout player when it comes to the ladder overall. 8.3K personal best for the Syrian player, Osama. And had a good shot, had a good run in the No-Tilt World Championship in Stage 2. Made it to the top 8 in one of the Eastern brackets. Was not able to make it to the semifinals and get to Stage 3, but still had one very good run that put him in contention. This should be Surge TS's matchup here. Even though Graveyard gets difficult in triple, if you get ahead enough during single and the first half to 3/4 of double, as long as you keep the pressure on, 6 Loon should be able to win against Graveyard a lot of the time. It does, of course, depend on the precise graveyard deck that you're up against. There are some graveyard decks that cycle better and defend better against the balloon. Here we go, sudden death overtime. And a pretty solid graveyard to the right-hand side, but no support. Good setting the line high from Surg TS. Will get some poison value for Osama. This next minute is very, very important for the Brazilian. He needs to come out of this next minute with a bit more damage and an elixir lead. Definitely an elixir lead at the very minimum. He's going to take a bevy of graveyards and poisons. Has to be ready for it. Fishboy goes for a long walk by himself, forcing out more, and that right there might be the game. That might be the game for Osama. Fisherman play too high and outside for Surg TS, force an extra 4 elixir out from the Lumberjack, and that's GG, well played. Osama would have to make a pretty big mistake now to lose this game. Fisherman played off by 1 tile. And a brutal, brutal mistake for the Brazilian in the first game of today's Group B action. That balloon, though, Osama opening the door here for the balloon. Osama cycles the barb hut and makes room for the balloon. Lamufa is real. Rich Slaton curses. 388 on the right-hand side. Osama needs to lock down this balloon, play a barb hut high, doesn't have the elixir for it, snowball. Did it make enough room, or is that within tower damage range? 68 HP. Osama, I'm calling game, and Osama might be throwing here, trying to cycle as best as he can. Balloon on the right-hand side for Surg TS. Poison down, graveyard needs to hit, goes for the snowball on offense. That balloon's gonna connect. Oh my word, oh my word. Osama cycles Barb Hut, and Surg TS just says, if you're going to open a door, man, I'm going to walk right through it. Unbelievable. Surg TS makes a mistake, opens the door for Osama, and then Osama, opposite direction, cycles the Barb Hut low. Balloon goes right on by. Unbelievable. That's Clash Royale for you guys. That is Clash Royale. Man. I can't say someone's won. I sold him out. Yeah, guys, I can't call a game over. I mean, really, that should have been game. Surg TS had it locked. Then Osama had it locked. And then Surg TS was like, nah. Here we go. Our next game. One of your favorites from Space Station Gaming. 2-time CRL champion in North America and in the West. The God RF up against LEVYSG. Levy's best finish on ladder. Number 2 in December. And has been doing some play in the semi-pro scene. This Magic Archer Royal Hogs deck has been around a little bit lately. Let's see, Soda Lemon, I think the Fisherman will be nerfed. Maybe. It certainly feels like it's on the chopping block. Loggers, poggers, hoggers from everybody. Is Barb Hut going to be nerfed? I'm not entirely sure. Animals asking in the Trovo chat, what happens if you and Andrew Guy commentate in the same room? We commentate? I don't know. We've done that for hundreds of games. Kasim, good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. It's interesting. There are certain cards that when they are strong, they just shift the meta drastically. And the 2 cards that have done that so far this season, Fisherman and Heel Spirit. I would expect, a lot of people do, expect that we're going to see some changes. Did I know Andrew before casting CR? I met Andrew at the final audition for the CRL casting job. Magic Archer hasn't been played a lot this meta, and then yesterday I started seeing a little more Magic Archer pop in. Skylar Mendez Moses saying Heal Spirit's dominating on ladder. Yeah, Heal Spirit's everywhere. I mean, Heal Spirit is in a lot of the most dominant decks, in particular that Royal Giant Cycle deck that is so popular in many variants on ladder. I think Heal Spirit's going to change most likely this season. Six-man split, 3-3 here for RF with 22 seconds left in regulation time. We'll see how much pressure RF can put. Mega Knight now going to be out of cycle, so RF immediately goes with the pigs to the left-hand lane, and Levy really has no answer once that Mega Knight's gone. Magic Archer goes to get some geometry. Fisherman to change the angle here, but that should be tower down pretty close to at least. Pretty solid matchup here for the God RF. We're just waiting and trying to make Levy play that Mega Knight and immediately go opposite lane with it. Levy bit on the right-hand side once the cannon cart came over. Pigs to the left-hand lane. And yeah, that's pretty solid in the pocket for RF. Of course, no big spell to finish things off, so does have to get on tower here. Is RF the best American pro? Asked Mike Mark in the YouTube chat. Probably. I would say that it's pretty hard to argue against that. There are a lot of other American pros who are talented, who I'd say are elite players. Wings is an elite player, especially in King of the Hill. Razor is unbelievably elite. If I'm talking the 2 players who I think are at the top of the game in the U.S., it is Razor and RF. Razor doesn't get much attention because he's a 2v2 and King of the Hill player, but Team USA feels like it's looking better and better every year. Air Surfer is also phenomenal as an American player. There's too much talent in the U.S. right now. 2020 is a good year for American Clash Royale players. Here we go. Ban is going to be the Magic Archer from Levy. Pretty easy win and not much of a sample size there for this matchup. This deck from RF, not crazy popular right now. Levy playing kind of an out there version of Hog Rider as well. This is day 2 of a 12-day run of this event, guys. 8 days of the group stage and then 4 more days of the bracket format. Air Surfer just got to 2nd in the No Tilt World Championship. End of discussion. I don't know if that's end of discussion. But Air Surfer, I mean, look, if you're making an American roster, Air Surfer, Razor, RF, and Wings, it's a pretty nasty roster. Add in the 2 CRL East players and Boston CRS. Not too bad. So it looks like Levy going the same direction in game number 2. Not sure how much the Magic Archer ban helps this deck. So this Skeleton Barrel Mortar deck has been very, very popular competitively. You guys might not be seeing this much on ladder, but in the competitive scene, this has been popping up a whole bunch. Puts a lot of pressure. Yeah, Japan and Korea and Korea both have some pretty nasty nasty lineups as well. Guys, these are all best of 3s, so you do get to ban on loss. Since we're only playing best of 3, you only get 1 ban throughout the game. And of course, typically there's only 1 ban per player. So far, pretty much playing to a stalemate here in game number 2. RF does have the ability to pull the hog with the mortar. Big question for Levy will be controlling the mortars, because with both the log and the electro whiz, he's not going to take a lot of damage from skeleton barrels. He'll take death damage, but not a lot of skeleton damage unless he gets caught flat-footed. Notice Levy setting up high here with the Hunter, another option as well. And that frees up the E-Wiz and log for other purposes. He might go hog log on the left-hand side here instead. You see that high mortar pulling the hog in. Final 12 seconds of regulation, and things pretty even. That log will extend the lead for RF 1668 to 1750. And the poison, is that it is ticking on the mortar. Hog going to come in, log going to try to make a little bit of room here. And last second mortar, RF did not want to take those 2 shots on his princess tower as opposed to his king tower. So right now, momentum starting to shift towards Levy a little bit. Really hard for RF to get on tower, and that Mega Knight leap is huge. Mega Knight leap, poison behind. Levy with a commanding lead in the final 90 seconds. High mortar not going to do a whole lot here. Going to stop that hog from connecting, but not going to create any offensive pressure. Log will wipe all that out. Levy firmly in control, ahead on damage and elixir as we approach the final minute of gameplay. Poison doing its work on the left-hand side. And RF knows that's over. Fireball doesn't even hit the Hog Rider. GG, well played. We're going to game number 3. Just really difficult for RF to get on tower at all in that matchup. And Levy found a good opening. Got right on through. Janal asking, Mugi has won 8 of his last 8 and 1v1 King of the Hill matches combined in CR East. Why is he not in this cup? I didn't make the lineup for this cup. Also, guys, one thing people ask a lot about Eastern players being in some of these events, it's difficult to schedule Eastern and Western players for the same events. Like right now, I think it's 3 or 4 in the morning. It's like between 2 and 4 in the morning, I believe, in most of in Seoul, Tokyo, and Shanghai right now. So you're trying to get players from the Eastern region to play over at events like this one. Well, time differences make things really, really challenging, and especially having to be able to play through the weekend. I think a lot of the CRL East players didn't even play in this event because of the stress it would put playing in this event and playing in the in CRL East. So the ban is going to be Hunter from the God RF, 2 ranged attackers out as we go into game number 3. Magic Archer and Hunter both banned for this 3rd and final game. Guys, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Of course, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, like the video. And if you want, go ahead and check it out on Trovo, where I do most of my live streams. This event will be streamed entirely on YouTube and Trovo, but most of my live streams are on Trovo, including open tournaments you can play in. So check me out over there. It's 7 in the morning in New Zealand, says Mitchell. Well, there you go. And Vapsto, you just got yourself a timeout. That's warning number 1 there, buddy. So RF looking like GY. Now, could he swerve and make this into Golem? Yes. Is that what's happening? No. RF going GY here in game number 3. And Levy with what would be a fairly okay matchup. I like the matchup for Levy a little better if it were Loon maybe than Pigs, but I don't know. The Ice Wiz, NATO, and Bomb Tower makes that a little bit hard. Pigs might be the better choice here. So for Levy, just trying to figure out how to get past the Bomb Tower, and there's a good opportunity for him there. Big damage, 1354 on the left-hand side. Marco, this is the second match, game number 3. I'll show you the scores in a few minutes. And Levy knows he has a bit of an elixir advantage, now pressuring that advantage best that he can with those skeleton dragons on the board. Not going to get much damage out of them, though. 1194 to 1510 as we go into double elixir time. Good fireball there out of Levy, and this is what makes this matchup good for him. The 5 elixir versus 7, and you get a counter push out of it typically with the Royal Recruits against the Graveyard. Creates dual lane pressure. High poison here from RF. Wants to get that Musketeer off the board. But Fishboy gonna slide on through, get one big slap. 862 right now. Things very, very tight. It really only takes one Graveyard to change things. And there you see Levy going 4-2. And I wonder if RF takes the bait on the poison there, decides not to. Gonna go ahead and Baby Dragon instead. These are all best of 3 matches, guys, at this stage. Next stage, I believe, will be the BO5s. I think next stage might be BO5 in the winner's bracket and BO3 in the loser's bracket. I'm not entirely sure. So far, RF has not been able to put poisons on tower to deal with those Royal Recruits and get tower damage, so good timing by Levy. That one was well defended by the American. And you see now going for some poison value at the Musketeer and damage on the tower. Great sequence there for RF. He's going to come out pretty even on damage and with an elixir lead. You see now he's pressuring the High Fisherman trying to set the line, but I think that that will get across in time. Yes, it does. The Knight gets across for some tankage. Here's going to come a lot of damage now for RF. You're playing against one of the best guys to play Graveyard in the game. And you've got an even matchup in triple elixir, or even damage in triple elixir. Graveyard in, poison value up high. RF in control right now. Bomb Tower will be easily available for these piggies. Fireball's going to try to make some room here, but RF locking down on defense. Final 30 seconds, only 3 HP separating these two. Poison should come out on those skeleton dragons, and it does. Bomb Tower back in cycle, and trying to beat this in triple is going to be so difficult. Levy can't do it. RF, one of the best, maybe the best to ever touch a Graveyard, gets it done in 3. GG, well played. And you see that Levy's had it early on. As soon as this hits triple, if you are not in a brilliant position, good luck. Good luck indeed. So you can see that matchup sample size not very big. But on the larger sample for the 7 of 8 matchup, slight advantage goes towards Levy on the numbers. Of course, having Fireball, not the ideal big spell in this matchup. So I think our next on-stream matchup is going to be, yes it will, it's going to be Adrian Piedra versus Mao. We'll have that up in just a moment. Here's going to look at the group overall. So far, we've seen Surg TS and Osama. Then we saw RF just now up against Levy, and we'll pop back out here for a second to get the scores we've had so far over there on the right-hand side of the screen. Of course, you see everyone's repeating. This is a round-robin format, guys. All 8 players will play the other players in the group today, so you'll be seeing everybody. Let's go ahead and jump into our next featured match. Adrian Piedra, the Aztec Eagle, up against Mini Mao, a.k.a. just Mao, OS Mao. If you guys are probably know him more from Ladder and you follow that. Mao's personal bests, 7.7K. The Bolivian player has been doing a lot of work in the Latin American Clash Royale esports scene as of late. And of course, Adrian Piedra. If you've ever watched competitive Clash Royale, you've probably seen him once or twice. Saketh Ram asking in the YouTube chat, are Skeleton Dragons always better than Baby Dragon? How do some decks have one or the other? I don't think they're always better. I think it just depends on the overall, I mean, just with anything. It depends on the overall construction of the deck. Their Skeleton Dragons do give you more DPS, but you can big spell them off. You can't do the same with Baby Dragon. They give an alternative. If you need the tankage, the Baby Dragon is more valuable, but if you have the tankage covered, then Skeleton Dragons can give you a whole lot more damage. And Mao just shreds the tower on the right-hand side. Skeleton Dragons also are big spell bait. Good point there from Mark in the YouTube chat. And Sandy, OP Mod, reminding everyone to use code RICH in the shop, guys. You can use code RICH, R-I-C-H, in the Supercell shop, and that supports me. And I promise every dollar I get from your support will go to burritos. Every single one. A couple pennies might go to prize pools for some events, but the dollars, those all go to burritos, guys. And not sure, that might have been a misclick. Was there anything there? Was that a fireball to nowhere out of Mao? Barb Barrel does miss one goblin for a second. And Mao should have this one pretty well locked up. It hit the archer. Okay. There was a princess. I didn't see she got across the bridge. Look, I was looking at the chat there for a second and didn't see if there was something there when that fireball came out. The trouble of being the only caster and having to read chat at the same time. Double Bait doing its best to get on. Sending both the Skeleton Barrel and the Goblin Barrel to the same side there made that one pretty easy, although it seemed like it was locked up there for Mao in game one either way. One in the books, Mao with the advantage. John O'Connor. Oh, snap, it's John O'Connor. How about that? Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from this one. Do I like streaming or commentating better? I mean, I stream commentary, so it's kind of the same thing. But it is nice to be doing the commentating without having to worry about all the technical stuff. And, you know, I'll do a little... You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to take a picture of what my setup looks like right now. And I will post that on Twitter if you guys want to see exactly what I'm working with. Right here. And... boom. There's a stream setup picture. Ban is going to be eWiz for this one. And I'm going to go ahead and post that picture I just took of my setup so you guys can see all the things I'm contending with at once. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there you go. There's the link. Animals in the Trovo chat asking, Rich, what happens if you do some computer effects and make it look like Grandpa Rich Slaton is casting? My computer crashes because I'm adding a whole bunch of extra effects. Let's go ahead and post this picture here for you guys on Twitter so you can see all the things that are going on. I think everything there is good to go. Yep. BTS casting the Bren Chong Cup. Boom, just posted that on Twitter, so if you want to see my setup, I just posted it right now. There you go, and I'll put the @ one more time in chat. And those of you on Trovo probably already know it, but it is @RichSlaton. I'll link that in the Trovo chat as well. Go ahead and find out where I put that. Boom. There's that one. Nobody asking what's my personal best. 6.3 something. So there was an entire meta in July. It was dominated by the Barb Hut. Barb Hut everywhere. And now we're seeing Barb Hut a whole lot less in particular. Not as much Barb Hut GY, which was pretty much everything. Any Spanish casters? Yes, Hector. The Spanish casters, go to Revel Amar's page on Twitch if you want to watch it in Spanish. Why don't we see Fishboy and Golem decks? Because there's a whole lot of other things, John O'Connor, that are more valuable than Fisherman and Golem decks. Golem, first of all, isn't very popular competitively anyway. But it's not very competitive anyway. But it doesn't really have a lot of synergy with Golem overall, right? There's a lot of other things that work better to put DPS behind the Golem. Lost Guy, that data on the left-hand side, or on my MacBook. Some of that are my personal notes. I have personal notes I keep for CRL, really in-depth stuff, including stats from CRL, and then some of that also is just Royale API for the non-CRL players. That first sponsor on the bottom, on the right there, the first sponsor, that little rocket ship is AMG. Aftershock Media Group. Started by CWA and Powerbang to support mobile content creators throughout mobile gaming and create initiatives like this one, opportunities for you guys to see some pretty cool stuff. Mega Knight and Fireball for Mao give two pretty solid options against the Pigs, and when you are able to stack down two Musketeers, that's always pretty good. Mega Knight will not get a leap on the right-hand side, but Smelly Dragon, does not connect either, 1779. And now Adrian going to load up on the left-hand side right into a Mega Knight. Heal Spirit heals the Skeleton Dragons, but not the Pigs in time. And Musketeer does not pull the MK, maybe not what he was going for. Pig split high. That's a good fireball out of Mao, who does have both the damage and game advantage at this stage. Final minute, triple elixir, and Adrian Piedra has not found any way to break through, and you don't wonder why here. Mega Knight and Fireball collectively. Fireball on that one, and going to get a little bit of damage, but nothing that Mao's really worried about. Going to win game number one here, most likely, unless he makes a huge mistake in the final bit. Why do I think Lava is much more popular and competitive than Golem? Good question there, Just Epic. And now I'm going to be having some guest casters on for some of these days who might be able to answer that question a little bit better. Ooh, here we go. Pig push on the left-hand side. Fireball waiting for the Heal Spirit to come in. Nice play by Mao to hold on the left-hand side. And don't think there's enough time here for Adrian Piedra to both play defense and get damage on tower. Going to be a GG well played. Mao going to take his win in his opening game. Nice clean 2-0. And there we go, GG, well played. Let's take a look at the stats powered by Royale API. And you see, that's kind of a small sample size, but I think that kind of has the matchup pretty well, right? The Mega Knight's able to create a counter push that the Barb Hut really isn't in the same way. Pretty similar looks, but I would give that matchup to Mao myself. Do I know who the oldest player in CRL is and what is their age? I don't know who the current oldest player. I know that in CRL Season 1, Donkey Kong was the oldest player in the West at 28. All right, next up, the pride of Spain, Team Queso's Reuben, going to face off against DarkAngel. Let's go. Jump on in. The action never stops here at the Bren Chong Cup. Reuben, of course, has been with Team Queso throughout his competitive career, not just in CRL, but before. Came up through Team Queso's development program, and I'll tell you guys more about that program later in the day. But Team Queso does have one of the best programs for developing new talent. And discovered and developed through that program. Was great for Team Queso in European competition. DarkAngel also developed through that program as well. So you have two players who are both came up through that whole Team Queso system. And Reuben, they were just waiting for him to turn 16. He was doing great stuff over in Europe, especially in SLO with Team Queso. Just had to wait for him to turn 16. Once he did, kaboom. Oh yeah, and by the way, stuff he did in RPL and RCC and everything for Arena Casito for their semi-pro team. A lot of number ones there. Of course, he and DarkAngel were teammates for a lot of those events. DarkAngel's personal best on ladder, 8,052. Reuben, 8,615. Mike Mark saying, I feel like Reuben is always good no matter what deck. Yeah, Reuben's one of those players. There are a few players who just, they know that their knowledge of interactions is broad, right? So you can kind of give them anything and they're good. Reuben's definitely one of those players. Well, Dat Dude saying this game requires 2% skill, the rest is all luck. Well, if that's the case, then why are the same people at the top of ladder every single season? It's an interesting question. If it's mostly luck, then it should be different people in the top 100 every single season, but for some reason it's not. Hey, Mike, I hope you recover quickly, man. Wishing you good health. Final 30 seconds of regulation, and Reuben firmly in control. Playing, not playing the 6-loon, just playing Lumberloon Cycle. And you can see the advantage here against DarkAngel, knowing that DarkAngel likes to play lots of baity mortar decks. Reuben making a smart call here, and going with double small spell. So part of why you're seeing DarkAngel having so much trouble doing anything. Bar Barrel and Snowball for Reuben. What's the highest trophies of ever? I want to say it's like 8.7 or 8.8. Something crazy like that. So, DarkAngel trying to hold on here. But the lead is just, and even if he can stop that tower from dying, which he really can't. And there you go. Just can't break through. DarkAngel, no real chance to get on tower. Gonna get a little bit of chip here and there, but Reuben with a good choice here. And this is what we're talking about. You know, you talk about matchup. People talk about it from a perspective of whether matchup is purely luck or skill or whatever it might be. You know, you take a look at what DarkAngel likes to play, and Reuben took a deck that's very popular in the meta right now and just made one key shift. Took out Royal Recruits, put in Barb Barrel, because he knew that was good, going to be good against DarkAngel's deck pool. Ends up giving him a huge advantage here. That matchup data, in my opinion, not accurate. That dude, last I checked, the active player base worldwide for Clash Royale is between 30 and 50 million, which is pretty cool. A lot of players in this game. When is Clan Wars 2 starting? Very, very soon. Very soon indeed. And guys, let me pop back out here and just show you the scores that we've seen so far. And by the way, just so you know, some matches are not taking place on stream. So we'll be going to Appgrade probably after the next 2 or 3 matches to look at the overall picture. We'll be going to Appgrade a couple times a day. One of our sponsors, the one right in the middle, to keep abreast of all the different standings as they go out today. Because top 4 do move on to the next stage, whereas the bottom 4 go home. So Reuben may be just copying deck off of DarkAngel, which would be interesting to see. And yep, Reuben just pressed copy deck and showing, hey, Dark, you see what just happened to you? Well, watch what I do. DarkAngel looking like some Magic Archer pigs here. Although Bandit could make it Ram Rider. And I will show you guys also what 4 players moved on from yesterday as well. So we'll go ahead and look at all that data. That Mortar just having a party on the right-hand side, 1630. And there you go. It is Ram Rider from DarkAngel. And she still gets a connection, all raged up. So taking their time to reset here. First 90 seconds away. And Reuben with a pretty solid advantage over his Spanish cohort. Reuben's been playing competitive Clash Royale since 2017, despite just turning 16 last year. And every Team Queso fan has been saying, just wait until we get Reuben out here. And despite Team Queso not having big success in CRL in the last couple of seasons, Reuben has been pretty good, putting up a 69% win rate in the fall season last year. Team Queso finishing 3rd, finishing just 1 place out of qualifying for World Finals. Falling to Team Liquid, who of course went on to become the eventual world champion. And then Team Queso, people might forget about this, and it seems silly, but Team Queso was dominant in the No Tilt League Special Edition, winning essentially the preseason event before CRL West, but that was a big-time event, huge prize pool. And then a struggle in the shortened season in CRL in the spring season, but a long season in the fall should benefit the cheesy ones. See if they have a chance to recapture glory after winning CRL EU back in 2018 with a very different team. Kuchi and Benny, the only players still from that team on Team Queso. Otherwise, it was St. Bellican, So King, and Anthony. Reuben ahead 1,300 to 1,579. Close. We'll see how he holds up as this gets deeper into that final 60 seconds. Triple Elixir could be dangerous for Reuben. That Heal Spear going to give a little bit of value here for DarkAngel, if just to force out some more work on that left-hand side defensively. 855 to 1579, and again, you see sort of the rhythm here for Reuben. Has to really like his cycle right now, and has had that Knight ready every time to deal with the Bandit. And that's a lot of Elixir dropped on the right-hand side to not get much out of it. 477, DarkAngel trying to find a way to break through here, but we'll see if this is the play. Ram Rider left-hand side. Mortar has to come in high. And DarkAngel just trying to put everything he possibly can at the bridge. Spam City right now. Final 30 seconds, 296 on the right-hand side. Magic Archer trying to get some geometry. Not going to line up at all, though. And Barb Barrel takes the white-haired fella down, and DarkAngel knows that was probably the end right there. Mortar connects. GG, well played. Reuben, brilliant in 2 games. Absolutely brilliant in 2 games. Let's take a look at the stats from that last one. Let's see. Everyone's talking about what decks they see and what they think is easy or hard or whatever it might be. Fake Lapo, OG Fake Lapo in the chat over on Trovo. It's a lot of... It's interesting. What you think dominates the meta changes based on where you are in ladder, obviously. People who are lower in ladder see a ton of Hog Rider. People higher up don't see it as much. Mega Knight is brutal in mid-ladder. It's around in upper ladder. Here we go. Surge TS against Mao. And after this match, we'll go over, check out AppGrade, and see the results from yesterday's and the ranking for today so far. Israel, I think let us choose our card boost for the season. That would be cool. I think that would be pretty rad. Yeah, some people saying, hey, it's, so yeah, it's so funny. Everyone hates different things, obviously. Kunal Jane asking, when will we get to watch RF versus Reuben? I'm pretty sure that will be on stream, guys. Surge TS going Giant Miner. Interesting. Giant Miner was a little more popular in the previous meta in July. Haven't seen a ton of it here in August, but RF going with it here. What does 3G and 3P mean? That's wins and losses. I don't know why it's G and P, but that's wins and losses, guys. Giant Miner up against Graveyard for Mini Mao. Or for Mao, playing on his Mini. Oh yeah, good idea, guys. Greedy Goblin saying use code RICH in the shop. That's code RICH, R-I-C-H. Whether you're playing Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, Heyday, whatever it is, use code RICH. You could support me directly, that'd be super cool. EWIZ High from Surge TS. So Mao has multiple ways to catch the Miner, and decent enough DPS for the Giants. Not to mention the Bomb Tower to pull those pushes. And Surge TS doesn't have the greatest defensive options against Graveyard here. You're to see him log. Once you get about 3 or 4 skeletons, there you go. You'll see him do that pretty consistently. But you see the amount of expenditure needed for Surge TS to defend effectively against the Graveyard and throw a whole lot into poison, and doesn't come out that far ahead when it comes to Elixir. Kunal, we'll see the RG deck here a bunch. And you know, it's one thing to think about when you watch these events like this, because today's a round robin, right? We're going to see each player play 7 matches. The meta of the day will shift. So at some point, someone will have some success with that Royal Giant deck, and then you'll probably see it 3 or 4 times in consecutive matches. It's a weird thing how even the meta itself is fluid within the day. And just look at how much Surge has to spend to play defense against Graveyard. And Poison Bomb Tower can just clean all that up. Barb Barrel for safety. Final 90 seconds, and Surg TS just in a troublesome spot here.
All right.
Hey, someone just followed me on Twitter, I think. Or on Twitch, I mean. That's hilarious. I do not have the correct alerts on here. I need to put my YouTube alerts on. Keep saying that and keep not doing it. Is Surgical Goblin playing in this tournament? You know what? I don't think so, but we'll check the... Oh, no, he is. Serge is playing in this tournament. I'm fairly sure he is. I think Serge and Soking are both in Group H. We'll go ahead and look at the groups after this game, after this game is over briefly. High Giant out of Surge TS, but what's it going to get you? Needs to hope that Mao gives him too much value somewhere. 2 fish slaps put this thing fairly close. And Fireball getting good value here in these bridge fights for Surge TS. Knight gets an easy catch there, not needing to hover with the E-Wiz in the 3-for-3. Smart pressure here from Surge. Just wants to prevent any offense coming in. Goes Miner to the back one more time, nothing to catch. Knight does get in there, Fireball trying to make room. Not going to be enough here. Mini Mao, a.k.a. Mao, taking game number 1. GG, well played. Here we go, folks. Let's take a look overall at the lineup. And yes, Soking and Surgical Goblin and Morton all going to be in that final group, Group H. So we'll see all of those in the final day of the group stage. Remember, top 4 from each group move on. Bottom 4 go home. And here we go, taking a look at the stats. If they update. Are they updating? Come on, stats. Give me some updates. Well, stats are not currently updated, so we won't go to the stats. And let's see, do we have a ban yet? No ban yet for this game between Surge TS and Mao. So wait to hear on that one. A little delay over here. Here's the group that we're watching today. Surge TS is banning Bomb Tower in this one, so Bomb Tower out for the remaining up to 2 more games. And after this match, guys, we'll take a brief look at Appgrade and see our standings and, of course, our results from yesterday. Here we go. Bomb Tower the ban for this next one. Game number 2 on its way. Mao, the Bolivian player, with the advantage right now over the Brazilian Surge TS. Let's go. Gio asking what happens to Bab's backstab. He retired. There you go. That's it. Just retired. Yeah, a lot of great players in this tournament, guys. And, of course, you can follow all the action. 11 more days of Clash Royale. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ring the bell for notifications. Never miss a moment. Here for doing a 12-day in a row. Aish Israel, will they ever add a rematch button for ladder? I have no idea. That'd be fun, though. I would love it. I would love it. Number of times where I'm like, come on, man. You just... I remember there was a match I had yesterday where someone's whole deck was built like Graveyard, so I was getting my cycle prepared for Graveyard, and it turned into a weird Hog Rider deck, and I did not have the pieces I needed for Hog Rider in hand when he dropped a Hog. And I was just like, if I had just known that you were playing some... Mrs. Slaton dropping off some food, by the way. As everyone give a little shout-out and love in the chat for Mrs. Slaton, keeping me fed. I was just saying, if I had known that it was this wackadoodle Hog Rider deck, you never would have beat me. But, you know, ladder is so rando sometimes. So these 3 pieces could be any of multiple very, very common meta decks out of Surge TS. And there we go. People asked, where's the Royal Giant? Here we go. RG Fisherman does come out here and gets 1 shot for the RG. And that Ewiz says no to the skeletons, and that's a huge Mega Knight leap. I don't know if that's going to get a King Tower activation. That Fisherman better die for Surge TS, or that's going to be a real disaster. No King Tower activation. Unbelievable. Mao running away with this one in game number 2. What trophy range am I usually at? I usually finish around 6K. Best finish is like 61, 62, I think. Personal best is my best finish 61, 62, or is that my old personal best is 6.3 something. Best finish is above 6K, I'm not sure where. I usually finish above 6K unless I tilt really bad and it's the end of the night, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go work or something. I'm an okay Clash Royale player. Much better commentator than anything else. And Fishboy not going to do much to stop that Royal Giant from running rampant on the left-hand side, so a big lead for Mao to open up off of some mistakes from Surge TS. But now the Brazilian right back in it. Just Epic saying, Rich, you play mid-ladder. I think you should know stuff about decks on. Not really sure what that comment is, Just Epic over in the Trovo chat, but their decks in mid-ladder are just unpredictable. You run into a bunch of wackadoodle stuff all the time. Just like Surge TS ran into a behemoth. Unable to deal with the Mega Knight multiple times. And there you have Mao taking the 2-0 win over Surge TS. Let's see if those stats have caught up. Nope, stats still not working. So let me go ahead and show you guys AppGrade, which is one of the sponsors of this event. And we can go and check out all the results so far. So there's the results from Group A yesterday. The top 4 moving on to the next stage. Sergio Ramos, Pompeo, Lich Pentakill, and Azealis. Those 4 will move on to the round of 32, the the double elimination bracket tournament. And then here we are in Group B. And AppGrade, guys, is a way to follow along with competitive Clash Royale. So far, you can see the results at this stage, so no one's really broken out and become dominant yet. And we'll keep an eye on this. Every once in a while, we'll check in just to take a look at where the standings are as people get through more and more of their matches. I think Mao should be at 2-0 now, so we'll wait. Maybe that might update a little bit later, but there you go. That's yesterday's results. Sergio Ramos and Pompeo are both way up there. Lich with 5-2 as well. Azealia is moving on with 4-3. Then again, there's your Group B. Standing so far. We'll see more of that later. Let's go ahead and jump back in to the action. Do I think Golem needs a nerf? I think that Golem death damage is silly, but Golem's not even that strong in the meta overall. And I don't know if it's because of Golem's individual strength, but Golem's not super strong overall in Clash Royale right now. Here we go. Game number 1 of RF and DarkAngel. RF running minor wall breakers. Haven't seen that yet today. First time seeing this very popular combination. DarkAngel looking like Ram Rider. Good muskie protection there from RF. And the muskie stays alive, so going to give a little extra value to that log. Yeah, Fisherman keeps the Golem in check. Says Lapicati, or fake Lapicati, the OG one. Does Magic Archer need a buff, says John O'Connor in the YouTube chat. I don't think so. I think Magic Archer's in a pretty good spot in terms of its strength. Big Smoke asking how many people qualify in each group. The top 4 of each group move on. The bottom 4 go down. So we will, after these 8 groups of 8, we will have 32 players move on to the next stage. will upgrade FCRL results as well. Greedy Goblin, I'm not entirely sure. What's the prize pool, guys? $6,000 prize pool for this event. $6,000 prize pool for this event, and I don't know the distribution. Kunal Jain saying, Princess needs a buff. She's only in bait and she's too slow. I don't think she could be any faster than she is, and she's in various bait variations. I mean, she also does show up in, like, some weird Hog Mini P.E.K.K.A. decks, but not competitively. There are just other options compared to Princess now. Taking a bite of a sandwich, guys. Going off comms for 30 seconds to avoid ASMR. Guys, it's a peanut butter sandwich. I thought it was a different sandwich. I thought it was some sort of meat. My mouth is so sticky. I need to drink some water. Hold on, coming back. And we're back, folks. Man, peanut butter sandwich caught me off guard there. Did not see that one coming. Took a bite, thought it was a turkey sandwich. Turns out it was peanut butter. Not even peanut butter and jelly, just peanut butter. I think it was my son's leftover lunch. Bomb tower goes down. Pig split just in the right time. Final minute 15. Those are win-loss stats there, Marcus Link. Yeah, that dude, if you get over here right now, you can have a bite of my sandwich. How about that? Magic Archer going, should I say hog wild, even though not the hogs? And that Goblin Brawler, does this game feel like it's getting kind of wacky? Goblin Brawler just completely ignores the miner, runs along. Miner goes right in front of the bandit. Final 40 seconds approaching. Fireball gets some Mega Knight value on the left-hand side along with the Magic Archer. Second bomb tower down. That's a nice second bomb tower. And does that log get value on the bomb? Does not. But that one will. And that Magic Archer going to give some nice value here to DarkAngel. Going to take the lead here, and that might be enough to secure the game here, folks. 265. DarkAngel calling good game with 15 seconds left. Most likely that will be the case. Log will stop the wall breakers from connecting. GG, well played. Magic Archer completely shutting down RF there at the end. DarkAngel takes game number 1. Sukina Fubsy saying that I needed a red velvet chair and a pipe. I'll go with the chair. How about that? Let's see if the stats are back up yet. And here we go. Stats are live one more time. Here we go. Is 3M good? Danny McDuff. 3M is okay in some decks right now. Dadizio, one of my subs over on the Trovo side, going for some sushi right now. Dadizio, I believe in you and hope you enjoy. I have not had sushi in months. In months. I'm a regular sushi eater, but had not had sushi in quite a long time. Fricks never expected the God to lose. Well, it's one game, Fricks. In case you guys, if you guys ever go look at your favorite Clash Royale players on Royale API or Stats Royale or wherever you want to go, look at their records. Your favorite Clash Royale players. Just talking ladder and challenges alone have maybe like a 60-70% win rate. Name who you think, Fricks, name who you think is the best player in Clash Royale, and I'll go ahead and look up what their lifetime win rate is in Clash Royale. It'll probably be less than what you think it is. Royal Giant is the ban by RF here, going into our second game. Yeah, 10K, thank you, Catharsis. Here we go, game number 2. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it since no one's giving me a specific name. I'm gonna go ahead and let's look up Morton, who's not competing today, but who is one of the all-time best players in Clash Royale. Has won insane amounts of cards on grand challenges, top ladder finishes, all that sort of stuff. And let's look at the lifetime win rate. So go ahead and guess. Without looking, guys, go ahead and guess in the chat. What do you think Morton, who is without question one of the greatest players to ever play Clash Royale, what do you think his lifetime win rate is on his main? Go ahead and check. Go ahead and guess. Morton's lifetime win rate on his main account in Clash Royale. And no one here would argue that he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. Top 5 in all-time in Grand Challenge wins. Great in CRL. Great on ladder. Lifetime win rate for Morton in Clash Royale is 62%. That's not CRL, that's just his overall Clash Royale. 39,000 wins, 24,000 losses, approximately. 62%. So I bring that up because people go, I can't believe this person lost this best of 3 or this best of 5. They must be washed. But look at that. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. Lifetime win rate on his main of 62%. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're talking about, when you're like, oh, this person is washed, or this person, I can't believe they won this or lost this. They must be so good, so bad. You are an elite player if you win 60% of your Clash Royale games. Like, world-class elite. It's all on Royale API. It's all there. As are all those piggies on the right-hand side. Oh, boy. Having a stack here. A stack, a snack. And that one pig just hangs out. Mama Pekka has no idea what to do. And DarkAngel now spamming like crazy on the left-hand side. Kind of surprised. Pekka bridge spam seems like a really weird choice in this meta. Pekka's not very strong right now. There are so many cards that are popular that completely counter Pekka. Does that Magic Archer? Oh, that was nearly a great King Tower activation for RF. Doesn't happen. $480 on the right-hand side. RF in the lead. And guys, you can look up your own win rates. You can go on Royale API and find all your data. Go to royaleapi.com, put in your name or put in your player tag. It's easier by your player tag. Oh, King was already activated. Yeah, Heisenberg, I'm looking up stuff on Royale API, talking to the chat, and a lot of things. Again, only one caster here, Heisenberg. Only one caster at a time. Log will help with the battle ram on the left-hand side. Hey guys, I'm not going to look up everyone's... Oh, there we go. That's going to be it. GG, well played. RF ties things up in game number 2. I do not like the choice of Pekka bridge spam in this meta. Pekka in general is not good right now. The meta does not benefit Pekka at this stage in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup from that, and yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Royal recruits the ban for DarkAngel, so maybe going back to Pekka one more time, we'll see. So everybody, yeah, go ahead, go to royaleapi.com and put in your player tag, which, by the way, if you don't know where your player tag is, you can just go to the main page, hit your name, and it's directly below your name on your player profile, hashtag whatever, whatever, whatever. Put that into Royale API, you can find out, you can see all your stats, including your lifetime win rate. And yeah, some of you might be like, whoa, my lifetime win rate's way better than I thought. Some of you might be like, oh my god, my lifetime win rate's that bad? I had no idea. I am suddenly embarrassed. Most of you will probably be right around 50-something%, 50 to 52%. I'm seeing a lot of you saying that in the chat right now. How does Fat Cat use Bridge Jam and top 50 every season? Because some people are great. Like, look, there are exceptions to the rule. Weiro. Weiro's just a god and knows bridge spam back and forth, but it's not a good meta for bridge spam right now. What does a top 10 pro earn in CR? I don't know. What would my name as a rapper be? OG Fake Lapicati would be Fake Lapicati. That would be my rapper name. RF running Hog Triple Spell. We'll see if he's running Fireball or nope, running the EQ one. Ice Bow for DarkAngel. No big surprises here. DarkAngel does like running Ice Bow, does it often. Ooh, Crime could be a rapper name. Not bad, not a bad idea. Not really on brand for me as a rapper, but who knows. Now, put your win rates in context, guys. Are you trying to push high on ladder or not? That might put some win rates in context. Because I think one of my minis. I need to check. Let me check this mini here. I think one of my minis has like a ridiculously high win rate because I don't push it at all. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Let me look. Hog Rider right hand lane here for RF. EQ to try to predict against the Tesla. King Tower activation comes in now, but gonna help. It's still a little bit late for a King Tower activation in this one. Yeah, like this account, Crime, this mini, has a 61% win rate. Then let me look at my third mini and see how nasty that one is. I wonder if I can actually find it. High bomb tower and Pig will go opposite side. Not even to worry about trying to work about the Teslas right now. You see, got RF hold. This is actually smart play from RF. I don't know if he's gonna hold on here as we get closer to triple, but you see RF not cycling the EQ there, knowing that DarkAngel was in a NATO to King rather than go with a Tesla. Smart play there by RF to keep track of his opponent's cycle in that situation. Huge connection there. 9-11 on the right-hand side. Expo down. Bomb tower low this time. And RF now just trying to prevent a connection from this Expo best that he can, and does. Does not want to give a connection right now because suddenly that's going to be huge against the rocket cycle if it gets there. Expo down. Maybe bomb tower high this time. There we go. And those Skellies just barely get caught by that log. 1252, that's a big one here. And RF unable to get EQs down on that right-hand tower. And there comes the rocket cycle. Good snowball here. Hog does not connect. But 2 hog shots on King. This starts to get interesting. RF might be able to 3-crown here if he can cycle fast enough. 2 EQs do more damage than 1 rocket. Can he get there in time? Gonna do it. I thought RF might go for the 3-crown without the Princess Towers, which would have been fancy. Would have been real fancy. Instead, RF comes out and gets the nice 2-1 and the win over DarkAngel. GG, well played. It's a vibe, you see. Rich Slaton, how's your day? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just got to watch a fun matchup. And that's a big sample size on that one. A whole lot of data on that one. A whole lot of data. 1,100, almost 1,200 matchups. About a 60-40 matchup for RF, as far as that one goes. And here we go, on to our next game. It keeps on going. Reuben versus Osama. And hold on, now I'm trying to figure out where... Royale API is fun to look at once you start realizing all the fun data that's on there. Now, why can't I find that account? Reuben so far undefeated in this event. 2-0. Osama looking for his first win here. And again, after we get through in a few more matches, we'll go look at Upgrade one more time and get that overall view of the standings. In my opinion, what was the strongest deck in CR history? Oh, I don't know. When Royal Recruits were first introduced and they were insanely OP. Anything that was in that, anything in those decks. Pigs down for Reuben. Osama running 3M. Osama is a 3 muskie guy. And this is one of the reasons why I do really like ban on first loss as the ban system as opposed to pre-ban, is that you get to see your favorite players run their favorite decks. So if you wanted to see Osama run 3M, you get to see him. Now, will it work well against Reuben? And did Reuben make choices based on expecting 3M? Who knows? We will find out. No heal spirit this time on the right-hand side. Reuben. One thing that Reuben does very well when you watch him play is he is a great decision maker. That's one of the things that I think stands out to me about Reuben is the decision-making ability. A lot of players don't hit the same decision-making ability overall. But you'll see as you watch him play, not like a lot of situations where other players might have overspent, he doesn't. Yeah, Night Witch meta was pretty nasty. That's certainly true. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. On my third account, guys, my win rate is 77%. Only 1,000 games played or 900 games played, but still. Now I finally found it. Done with that whole search. Did I jinx Reuben? Possibly Big Smoke. Split pigs to the right and left. And getting a good amount of damage on both sides. Fireball will handle these piggies. One touch and Reuben does still have the lead with 75 seconds left, 7:19 to 7:32. Patrick, yeah, we will go ahead and take a look at standings and upcoming stuff as well. On Appgrade. I'll show you guys the Appgrade app after this match. We'll check in and see the standings and all the other data. Fireball does take care of that heal spirit, so Fireball Barb Barrel cleans up the push on the left-hand side. Janala, I do not have an answer to that question. Piggies to the left, Barb Barrel. The heal spirit does let the piggies connect on the left-hand side, so that's going to be absolutely huge for Osama. 496, staying in the game here. Final 30 seconds, and some good damage from the Hunter on the right-hand side for the Syrian player as well. 424, Osama now splitting pigs one more time. Heal Spearing will keep those pickings on the left-hand side up a little bit longer. Fireball does not get the Musketeer of Reuben. We'll see if that ends up being important here with 15 seconds left. 424 on the right-hand side. Reuben has to go to that side. Osama knows he has to go to that side. Will he be able to stop the damage? One pig does get healed. One pig does come through. Fireball comes in, 75 HP to 147. Reuben takes the lead in a photo finish. GG, well played. Reuben with a big win there. Let's go ahead and check out the... Oh, those are not the correct... I don't know why Revel... those are not the correct stats up there. And maybe this will be it. Maybe we'll get them. Boom! There we go. There's the correct stats for this one. And not a lot of data on this one. Only 33 as the sample size, but Mega Knight and Fireball. Yeah, I imagine Reuben made a good choice here against the Pigs, or against the 3M, expecting that Osama would play 3M at some point. Fisherman the ban from Osama, so we will not see Fisherman for the remainder of this best of 3. Danny, your first time watching? Yeah, it's super fun. Thanks for joining, and as long as you're here, Danny P Video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Did that button work? Don't want to spam it. There you go. Oh, I did spam it. Oh, no. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Ring the bell for notifications. Make sure you never miss a moment of this event as time goes on. Sandy with the huge super chat. 20 pounds. 19.99. Thank you very much, Sandy. Sandy's a great mod. Mods on both the Trovo and YouTube chat at the same time like a boss. And reminding you guys to use the code RICH and everything. Sandy, thank you so much for the 20-pound super chat. Really do appreciate it. And, of course, all the modding that you do is amazing. Great part of why my community works out so nicely. Thanos asking if I have a Facebook account. Yeah, I have a personal Facebook, but I don't use Facebook much anymore. On Hottie, you already have access to my friend link as a Trovo subscriber. All my Trovo subs get friend link. So, if you're a sub on Trovo, just DM me with the proof and, you know, you'll get my friend link. There you go. GG, well played. Giant Skelly clone here for Osama. And yeah, Omotayo not happy to see it, but it's around. It's a thing. How long have I played Clash Royale? I played Clash Royale pretty much since launch. As a casual, most of my time through it until 2018 when I got the job with CRL. And now I'm slightly better than casual. GY on the left-hand side, and Reuben takes a huge advantage. Going to be real hard for Osama to do anything about that at this stage. High cage. Barb Barrel cleans it up, and Osama giving the GG. On Hottie, I already gave away the box. I don't have another box to give. And he'll sing, that is wins and losses. I don't know what G and P, what win and losses in Spanish, but I guess it's in Spanish. 3G, 0P, that's wins, and that's losses. And a big clone could steal it, but that one didn't get it done. Reuben just locking down on defense. Not worried about trying to rush to the win. Knows he has it locked all the way down. GG, well played. Easy 2-0 here for Reuben. G is Ghana for wins in Spanish. Thank you, Chuck Wagon. Andy Ortiz, Rich, how much can you bench? Far less than I should be able to. Weird question, but okay. Ghana and Perdido. Oh, thank you very much, Aish Israel. Do appreciate it. And let's go ahead and look at the stats view from that one. While I bring up Appgrade, and we can check in on all the standings so far, standings and results as we've seen them. Here we go, jumping back into the Appgrade app. Upgrade is a great way to follow along with all your favorite esports competitions. We are currently in the Bren Chong Cup 2, and as you can see, gives you general information, including the prize pool, the organizer, game, all that stuff. You can go to the schedule page and see the match schedule overall. So there's Group A, the results already in. You can see the schedule for Group C, which will be tomorrow, by the way. So you can go see all the schedules of what the actual games and matches will be. Today we are in Group B. And then the table, which is a big, probably the most important thing for us right now. There's the results from Group A yesterday. Top 4 move on to the round of 32. Bottom 4 are eliminated. So yesterday, Sergio Ramos, Pompeo, Lich Penakil, and Azelis all moved on. Beast, Mini, Bob, and Thunderstruck all heading home. We are currently in Group B, our second day of the competition, and as you can see, whoa! We went to Surg TS's profile. We'll check that out in a second. But as you can see, let's go to back to Group B here for a second. As you can see, in Group B, Mao currently 2-0, the God RF 2-0, Reuben 2-0. 4 is the mark to really feel like you're safe to move on to the next round. So all 3 of those guys need a couple more wins here to feel safe like they're moving on to the stage round of 32. DarkAngel now 0-2, so really only has 1 more loss to give up. A 3 and 4 player could go on, but it requires someone goes real ham on the other side of it. And of course, this will work for all the groups. There's also voting, so you can go and do some voting to see who they think will win or lose. And then there's the news page, which I think updates you. I don't know if the news page is active right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's no news at the moment. And the one thing about the back here you can see when it comes to these competitive players, we'll look at the God RS profile here for a second. And that gives you some information here. So it gives you his nationality, obviously. All the games that have been played within this app that's been following. Some general information from AppGrade. So here you go. But for our purposes, following along with this particular event. Let's go ahead and jump back into the action, guys. What deck do I run on ladder? Right now I'm running Hog Triple Spell. I do like Lumberloon in general, but right now I'm not running it on ladder because I'm running the whatchamacallit. I'm running the Recruits version in challenges, and then running just Hog Triple Spell on ladder. Here we go. DarkAngel and Mao going head-to-head. Do I think the Thunhouse asking, do I think the coin flip should come to ladder / global tournaments? 100% to global tournaments. I think so to ladder as well, but again, but the question is, if there's a true draw, meaning at the end of sudden death overtime, the towers are still even in damage, no one has a tower damage advantage, then Clash Royale is implementing this coin flip system. And it's essentially to stop people from tie trading, especially at the global tournament. I think it's super important. There's so few actual draws, statistically speaking, a true draw where all the towers at the end of the time period are actually the same damage. I think that is statistically so rare that most of the time that happens by a wide margin. It is from tie trading, so I'm in favor of it. We'll see how they're going to implement it in some elements, and then we'll see how far beyond it goes. Alex Warbo, what was your question on YouTube? He's like, since his launch, his commentator can't be that bad. I'm a low 6K player. To answer your question, Alex. I'm an okay Clash Royale player. And like with any game, when I used to play golf with my friends, we all had nicknames, and my nickname was the Hidden Power, because mostly I was garbage at golf, and then every once in a while I'd birdie a hole. Like every once in a while I'd hit a 350-yard drive out of nowhere, or drop an approach shot within 5 feet of the hole. But no consistency, and that's my issue. Like with Clash Royale, I am sometimes brilliant, but I am wildly inconsistent. I just have some games where I play like a god and a lot more games where I play like a complete imbecile. So there you go. What's my favorite Hot Pocket? Ooh, I don't know. I haven't had a Hot Pocket in a very long time. I probably haven't had a Hot Pocket since 2005 or 6. Do I know cricket? Never played it. I've watched it very minimally. Oh, and that balloon gets pushed into the tower by the fireball. Mao pushing that balloon the wrong way, but you want the balloon to go away from your tower, not to your tower. And that's going to be game number 1 for DarkAngel in this best of 3. The Bolivian, undefeated no more in this event. Mike Mark, anyone watch a televised disc golf this past weekend? A lot of people who watch me watch disc golf, interestingly enough. And not sure why DarkAngel hasn't finished this one off yet. Oh, what is Snowball at tournament standard now? Is it under 55? It must be. It must be under 55 now. Didn't even think about that. I think it was 54 beforehand, too, wasn't it? Here we go. Balloon in. Snowball to make room. Oh, yeah, it's way under 55. My lord. GG, well played. DarkAngel taking game number 1. So the Bolivian no longer undefeated in games, still, though, holding on in matches. And let me see if these stats will update. Stats are being real finicky today. So I'll keep you guys posted on when those stats do come back up again. The ban is going to be Fisherman from Mao. And guys, a quick update. Adrian Piedra has something else he has to be focusing on right now. So we're going to be postponing Adrian Piedra's matches. And if he isn't able to make it for his matches, there will end up being free wins to all of his opponents. So we'll see what happens there. Here we go. Let's jump into our next game of DarkAngel and Mao. Who's the best Romanian pro, asks Eric Eat. Not entirely sure. Fake Lapicati, OG in the Trovo asking, Rich, thoughts on second lowest towers falling as well instead of a tie of 2 towers in the same HP? I thought it went to second lowest. It does go to second lowest tower. I'm pretty sure it does go to second lowest tower, Fake Lapicati, unless there's something crazy. All the towers lose health until someone wins, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Jupiter King and Schwarzen on the 30th. That'll be fun. Lapicati saying Flavius as the best Romanian player. Interesting thought. What happened to Royal, the Romanian pro? He's not really playing much. On Hadi, yes, Mohamed Light did win my leg of this event, my qualifier, but because of CRL duties, was unable to play. Angelord, thank you very much for the on fire on Trovo. I really do appreciate it. I was going to ask someone from the tournament admin a question, and now I forget what it was. Oh well, could not have been that important of a question. Fireball in, 1854 on the right-hand side. What's the worst hard counter in this meta? Whatever you're playing against whatever I'm playing. Whatever someone else plays against me is the worst hard counter, right? Isn't that the rule? Anytime I win, it's because of skill. Anytime my opponent wins, it's because they had counter or got lucky. I think that's the most important thing to remember about Clash Royale. Minor Wall Breakers has not been super popular today. RF wasn't able to move that. This is the second time we've seen minor wall break. I think the third time today. $15.48 left-hand side. DarkAngel now pressuring with the GY on the right. And that's going to be a good heal spirit for DarkAngel. Big time heal spirit for DarkAngel. Because I believe he'll get one shot from that. No Scots from the Skeleton Dragon, but forcing a little more out there. That forced more expenditure out of Mao. And a good Graveyard Poison to get the Musketeer and a lot of damage on tower as well. DarkAngel should have this as an easy 2-0 here. Calling good game. Filet Mignon saying, boss is my daddy. He must be very young there, Filet Mignon. 3:48 right-hand lane, final 90 seconds. Just going for the finish here is DarkAngel. And with those skeleton connections, that's going to be it. GG, well played. DarkAngel gets his first match win of the tournament. Mao now is going to fall to 2-1 overall in the group stage. Oh, that's what I was going to ask about, is what's up with the... There we go. Now the stats are keeping up. Didn't even get the bomb. Didn't even need to play the bomb tower. Didn't get a chance to play the bomb tower, really. Might have been somewhat helpful on defense against the Graveyard, maybe. Helped set the line a little bit. That's a tough matchup overall. You can see the sample size is pretty small still. Pretty heavy numbers that way. And here we go, guys. The game you all want to see. Who's pumped for this one? Ooh, boy. Here we go. Pretty much why you're here, in my opinion. It's why I'm here. I'm here for this one. Coming up next, folks. Two of those men in the middle of the screen. Going to be Reuben of Team Queso against the God RF of Space Station Gaming. Who's pumped for this? Who's ready? Who's excited? I love these kind of matchups. Two guys at the top of their game, getting ready to go bam, bam, blow for blow. And that's coming up right now. Look at that. Yeah, look down there. Look way down there. See, that's the next one. Reuben and RF. Whew, boy. Man, it's one of those things where if the promise of Reuben pays off for Team Queso, the sky's the limit. Obviously, they won the No Tilt League Special Edition. Won a huge prize pool there. Hey, Fake Royal Giant with the hypes in the chat. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that on the Trovo side. Guys, I am co-streaming on YouTube and Trovo. Feel free to watch on either one. Watching on Trovo does help me a lot directly, though, which is pretty cool. Also, subbing to me on YouTube helps a lot directly. So go ahead and hit that sub button, too, for great games. So you never miss a thing like, oh, yeah, Reuben versus RF coming up next. And, guys, talk about what's going to be coming up pretty cool. We'll get to that game in just a moment. Look at these different groups, right? So tomorrow, we're going to have Jupiter King. You'll see Jupiter King versus Pedro against Schwarzen, against Michi, against Bancito. Right? Look at Group D. Lapacati and TNT. Bag versus Lapo. Come on. That's going to be amazing. Group E. Samuel, Oyasu, and Boofmac. Boofmac. So you'll see Boofmac versus Samuel. Samuel versus Oyasu. Oyasu versus Boofmac. Group F, and a few days after that, Razor versus Javi. Ooh, boy. Belly versus JP. Former teammates going head-to-head. Or not former teammates, because JP was on Dignitas that season. Group G, you want to see Igor versus Air Surfer? Let's go. And then Group H, the rematch, Morton and Surgical Goblin. That's what this is all about, guys. That's why this tournament's going to be so much fun. That's why I'm so pumped about this one. Serge and Morton in the same group. What if one of them eliminates the other? Come on. We know that's what you want to see. We know that's what you want to see. And I am pumped. We're waiting here for Reuben and RF to kick off. I don't know why there's a delay in getting this started, so I'm just here with you guys. Excited. Ready for it to happen. Pretty pumped up. Ignore Canario and Samuel in Group E. Yeah, Canario and Sam would be a great one. Guys, I didn't mention every single player in every single game. I'm just doing a quick thing of, hey, look at all these great matchups we have. It's going to be phenomenal. No boss. No, boss is competing in CRL East, so it's kind of hard to make all that stuff work. So CRL East players in general not playing in this event as far as I know. Yeah, so many good grapes. So many good grapes. Also, there are good grapes, but not in this tournament. Just good groups in this tournament. LMNT saying Morton has a very good win rate of 62%. Hilarious. Here we go. RF and Reuben. Let's go. Best of 3. I was about to eat some of my lunch here, and then I realized that it's RF and Reuben right now, so. Straight up can't do that during RF versus Reuben. RF probably going, ooh, interesting. Might be going Minor Musk Loon. Weird. Wasn't going Minor Wall Breakers earlier today. Interesting high cycle Minor deck right now. Magic Archer going to wreak havoc on that tower. Good Magic Archer. Great, good Miner. Great Miner by RF. Oh, man. This is why I love seeing these guys go head-to-head. Bomb Tower, not in cycle, not enough elixir, and RF knows he just got caught flat-footed. Had to spend so much there just to stay alive against that Mega Knight Magic Archer push with the Bandit. And Reuben takes a huge advantage. Minor Musk Loon for RF, and just some weird cycle issues early on. Bar Barrel to come and take some of the pressure off from that EWIZ. Hope the balloon does get a connection. And RF does get one connection, so that's going to be huge for the American going forward. Going to lose this tower pretty much, though. 25 HP, and now Reuben can just pressure on the left-hand side. And just no elixir for RF. Reuben did a good job of just keeping him stretched all the way thin here. And that's a nice log. Look at that log from Reuben, knowing the timing. He could get the princess on the balloon. Smart log there for me. That's just knowing the interaction. And the Heal Spirit to predict the skeletons. What? Reuben is insane. Reuben is insane. That Heal Spirit predict on the skeletons to get the Bandit dash on tower? Dude, wave it off. Wave it off. What a game out of Reuben. What a game out of Reuben. That was fire. I mean, look, he was in control, had the advantage at that point already, but that was pretty. That was gorgeous. That Heal Spirit was so... I wish we had instant replays on this, dude. That was sick. What a Heal Spirit. Man, that was cool. Man, that was cool. That's what you wanted to see, right? You wanted to see people going big, and that's what Reuben, again, we talk about why Reuben is good. Great decision maker. Great decision maker. Excellent micro, and you saw a little piece of that with the, just knowing the interaction. Saw the timing of the Ice Golem and the balloon, knew a log would get the Princess Tower on balloon. But that Heal Spirit, whoo! And of course the ban here from RF is going to be Heal Spirit. Man. Any pro I'd 1v1 in Clash Royale? Ooh, man, that's a good question. Expo Master is not a bad pick from Unhotty. I might go AC, just for the lulz. Man. Ban is Heal Spirit, game number 2 of RF and Reuben coming in a second. What a game that was. So talking about Reuben, it's his understanding of both the micro and the macro and putting those two together, right? That's the thing that is really good, right? He has great micro, great placement, knows the interactions, but understanding the macro as well, right? Knowing that when he played that Bandit, skeletons are coming, getting the Heal Spirit out there ahead of it, and doing that in a high-pressure situation. Knowing he can make that play work. That's just dabbing on him. All right, here we go. Waiting for our next game. GodRF going to request in just a moment as we go into game number 2. Maybe just reeling here from Reuben, putting on a little show there. GNP is wins and losses. Weston, wins and losses. So someone said earlier what the exact words are, but wins and losses. Here we go. Game number 2 of Reuben and RF. Reuben with the advantage. Split wall breakers at the bridge here for the Spaniard. RF with cannon? What is he running that runs cannon? What deck besides 2.6 runs cannon? There's no way he's running 2.6. What? What? Okay. RF running 2.6. Sure, why not? In 2020 against Reuben. All right, guys, everyone sit back. Or sit forward, maybe. Get in close, watch this one. I have to admit, I am completely blown away right now. Completely blown away. Did not expect this. Didn't expect to see this at all from any. I thought that maybe some of the semi-pros who made it in, some of the open qualifiers who made it in might run 2.6 at some point. Did not think I'd see out of RF. Gonna get one hot swing here. Here we go. 2056 on the right-hand side. Currently, it is the American with the lead over the Spaniard. Reuben does have the game advantage right now. I have an account that is just a 2.6 Hog Rider account. That's the one that's at 77% win rate, because I never push it. I played like 900 games total with that account. This is fascinating. Final minute of regulation, double elixir time on. Both of these are quick cycle decks. Oh, Yasu might do it too. That'll be interesting to see how Yasu runs 2.6. And is that going to get a hog connection here? Just barely doesn't. You see RF cycling skeletons to the right-hand side here. Might have wanted to save those for the wall breakers instead. And Miner going to work on the right-hand side, 1489 to 1712. Reuben does have the lead in damage now. I'm a little surprised by some of the skeleton cycles out of Reuben, or out of RF. Maybe trying to predict wall breakers with some of them. He might set up, yeah, because going to set up on the inside here. Log this all back. And Ice Spirit, then Skellies. Here we go. Cannon to pull. The Musketeer connects. That is absolutely huge. 2 shots, 571. Reuben ahead now in the final 90 seconds. And this is a dangerous spot here for RF. Going to have trouble getting past. And goes with the Muskie hog push on the left-hand side. And does get one connection, but more importantly, the goal is to get expenditure out. But this is feeling like it might be the end for RF. Skeletons for the night. And RF calling good game. Good game, good try. Reuben is great at Clash Royale. And not able to outcycle here. Reuben takes the clean 2-0, undefeated today in the group stage. And yeah, guys, Greedy Goblin asking, Rich, do I have my own clan? Yes, I do. Fat Fingers, the name of the official Rich Slaton clan. Because I am a fat finger player. I misclick and misplay stuff all the time. And we will be doing the Clan Wars too, for sure. Ooh, that was fun. RF and Reuben. And man, Reuben's game number 1 was fire. Coming up next, Surge TS versus DarkAngel. believe that's our next. Remember, guys, some matches are taking place off stream, in case you guys didn't know. Not every match is going to be on stream today. Maybe my fingers are big bone. You know what's interesting, Japmunder, is that I actually don't have big fingers. I'm just a fat finger player. I play like as if I don't. My thumb, yeah, like my thumbs are pretty small. Oh, even on the smallish side, maybe. But I play like my thumb's the size of fists. Big misclicker, big time misclicker over here. So here we are. Next up, Surge TS versus DarkAngel. There's the results we've seen so far. And again, an update on Adrian Piedra. We are waiting to see if he's able to actually make his matches today. If he can't, he will be free wins to his entire collection of opponents. So we'll see if he does get in or does not get in back in time for this to work. So waiting on our next game here. L update off-stream match right now. Mao and Osama. Mao won game number 1. Osama won game number 2. So Mao and Osama about to start game 3 of their matchup in just a moment. While we're waiting for our next one, let's go check out the rankings on AppGrade here. I'll go ahead and get that open. We'll go ahead and check out our rankings. Here on AppGrade, Esports Now, a great way to follow a bunch of your favorite esports stuff. I don't know all the details, guys. What I do know is here's where we can follow some of our stuff from the, from the Bren Chong Cup 2. We should be 2v2 duo. We're both fat finger players on Honey Maybe. So let's take a look at, there's yesterday's table, of course, for those of you guys just joining us. There's the results from yesterday. And here we are today in Group B. Reuben currently 3-0 in matches. So going to be very unlikely for Reuben not to qualify to the next stage. You can see Osama currently 0-3. So Osama in a lot of trouble right now. Probably needs to win out to be competitive from this stage forward. We'll see if that happens. But not going to be easy. So here we go. Surge TS and DarkAngel should be starting in just a moment. In Espanol, Adolfo, go check out Revel on Twitch. Twitch.tv/RevelAmar, I think is what it is. And if you're hanging out here, don't forget, I put the link in the chat just now. Subscribe to the channel. Help us keep on pushing and bringing more cool stuff to you. Let's go ahead and jump in. Surge TS and DarkAngel up now. I'm going to take a brief break from turning on from the mic so I can get some more of my lunch in my face. Going quiet for 30 seconds. And literally the moment that I turn my microphone off, Irish Door comes in with a huge sub on Trovo. Irish Door, thank you very much for your support on Trovo. I do appreciate it. I promise that every dollar of your subscription will go towards burritos. I promise. Every single dollar, Irish Door. And also don't forget to DM me with proof of your subscription, and I will give you my friend link if you want to watch me tilt on ladder. Josh Ephraim, you cannot watch it on Clash Royale. What you can do if the reason you want to watch it on Clash Royale is to see the screen as big, quote unquote, meaning you don't want to see the overlay, what you can do is open up this stream in your browser on YouTube, not in your YouTube app, but in your browser, in Safari, Chrome, whatever you use on your phone, and then zoom in using pinch to zoom, and you can see the entire, you can make it full screen, quote unquote, if you just want to watch gameplay. That's how you can watch it, Josh Ephraim, but the only way you can watch it in-game is if you have the friend link of one of these two players. Interesting call there, Josh O'Connor calling it new RG. That's pretty funny. And we're going to go ahead and I was standing. Someone asked if I was standing while streaming this. I was standing, but I am now, just now, switching to sitting now that we're 2 hours into the event. I'm going to take a load off for a bit and just kind of sit back, relax, enjoy some Clash Royale. Josh O'Connor saying, I don't miss Furnace. Yeah, I agree. Just Epic, yeah. Go ahead and look up Fat Fingers on in-game. That's my family clan. Getting ready for Clan Wars 2. And let's see, to answer your question, for those of you who do want the Discord, which, do I have that linked over here? No, I don't have that. Let me go ahead and get my Discord link. Alright. And we have today's Discord link. There we go. Let me go ahead and drop that in the chat. So come on the Discord for information on when streams are happening, for open tournaments, chances for you to win money playing competitive. There you go. It says it's invite only. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Maybe someone changed it to invite only because we were getting spammed after I mentioned the name of the clan in chat. That's possible. And that's going to be Tower in a lot of trouble on the left-hand side. Whoa, Tower on both sides. Here I am looking at the chat here for a second and not realizing that we are in a race. And that race is going to be won by DarkAngel. Game number 1 goes to the Spaniard. Is freeze good, says Danny McDuff. It's not super, super powerful. There are some decks it works in, but there's not really a great freeze meta right now. Just wanted to emote, that's all. I like you watching it here and hearing your commentary. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for joining. Let's go check out the stats, courtesy of powered by Royale API, to be more precise. Someone might have changed it to invite only because it was, yeah, it might have been getting spammed. All right, there we go. Oh, this is not the correct stats. There are the correct stats. Sorry, guys. I was looking at chat here for a second. And getting ready for our next game here, which will be in just a moment. John O'Connor saying buff Hog Rider. Not a common refrain you see here. And look at that. Now I'm sitting down. Now we're sitting back, just relaxing for some more Clash Royale. Guys, if you don't know, I'm Rich Slaton, caster for Clash Royale League. That's me on Twitter. There's my Twitter link if you want to follow me on Twitter. Of course, I just posted a picture of, you see this? I posted a picture of what I'm seeing, my crazy setup on Twitter earlier today. So if you want to see all the things I have going on, computer, laptop, iPad, lights, all the different setup, I posted a little BTS shot over on Twitter earlier today. And here we go, game number 2 of Surg TS and DarkAngel. Do I play Brawl Stars? Some, but not a lot. I'm a little busy. So mostly it's Clash, and then when I'm relaxing, I play Apex on my PlayStation. I have a nice little setup here at home. I'm building a studio/office at my house. It will be a much nicer setup for the next phase of my Clash Royale and content creating journey. And yeah, guys, use code RICH. In Brawl Stars and Clash Royale, whatever it is. The real question is, do I have a gaming chair, says Original Fake Lapicati. OGFL? I do not. I have what's called a drafting chair. It's a chair that allows me to use it with my sitting/standing desk. Goes up and down to standing height, sitting height, so that I don't have to be all the way from like ground level to standing back and forth. Egyptian golden chairs are greater than gaming chairs, says Lawler in the Trovo chat. Yeah, you might be right. And Mohammed Light proving that one. Yeah, the Bandit is an interesting band. Good point there, Caesar. And there you go. 2 big connections left-hand side. Hey, Koji-san! Koji in the chat! If you guys don't know Koji, he is one of the Spanish language casters for CRL, one of my good buddies. And a big part of the Clash Royale scene overall. If you enjoyed No Tilt at all, No Tilt Worlds, No Tilt League, No Tilt League Special Edition, No Tilt World Championship, whatever it might be, big thanks to that guy right there. Yeah, Bandit is an interesting band here. Guys, go ahead and follow Koji on YouTube. Koji, are you posted on YouTube? Do my Koji impression. That's just for the squad. Korskis, how are you? In the YouTube chat. Here we go. Final 15 seconds of regulation. First one came down to the wire. Game number 2. Similarly tight between these two. If I ever upload content, yeah. Koji's too busy making other moves, making stuff happen. Magic Archer high in the middle and trying to make some room for what I'm assuming are pigs. There we go. And that Mega Knight, no, a second mortar comes down, but with the pigs already there. So 2 will go to the right-hand side, do a bit of a chip on the right-hand side. Not going to do that much, though. Final 90 seconds, 1778 to 1687. Second verse similar to the first. Very, very tight game. Log will get no. Going to go with Ewiz instead. With that, though, the Brazilian does have the lead. And again, we are very, very close. No big spell for DarkAngel. Keep an eye on that. JMP just subscribed on Trovo. Dude, big Trovo sub party. Irish Door and JMP. Huge subs on the Trovo side. Thank you so much, guys. Let me focus on the final minute here, and then I'll give you a little more love over there in a second. Final 45 seconds. Surg TS does have the advantage of the big spell. But DarkAngel just needs one big connection here. Fireball used at the bridge for the Magic Archer rather than on tower. Smart move here, trying to hold the line the best he can. All Surg TS has to do here is prevent connections. If he can prevent connections, that's a GG, but the question is, can he for 20 more seconds of triple elixir? Magic Archer going for some geometry. Misses 1 shot, misses 2 shots. Magic Archer just not finding his way on tower here for DarkAngel. Goes ahead and goes pigs to the right-hand lane now. Trying to maybe set up a Magic Archer on the left-hand side for damage. Not going to get it through quickly enough, though. That's a GG. Well played. Surg TS ties things up and sends us to game number 3. GG, well played. And now let me go ahead. There we go. There's your stats for that one. Game number 3 on its way. JMP and Irish Door, both you guys, thank you so much for your subs. JMP, appreciate you joining the squad. Because of your subscribes, guys, I'm going to get 4 burritos at once and eat them all at the same time. Might choke to death on them, but we'll see. Oh, DarkAngel won it? Oh, guys, I say you cast this much, your brain shorts out every once in a while. And here we go. It's going to be RF versus Osama next. Yeah, talking about, guys, I'm talking about something more important than getting the winner right. Burritos, obviously. Jeez. Come on, guys. We're only 2.5 hours in. How many games have we done? Every once in a while, I'm going to say the wrong name. It does happen. It does happen. Yeah, Koji. If there's anyone in the chat right now who can sympathize with saying something wrong once, It's Koji-san. They don't focus on the things you do well, but the things you do poorly, guys. And it hurts so much. It hurts so much. Coming up next, RF versus Osama. And here we go. Take a look at the... what the heck was Slaton watching? Dude, I was just... Here we go. Let's go take a look at the app grade for a second. My brain just shorted out for a second, guys. That happens. Let's see. I might need to restart app grade here to... Or restart this Bren Chong Cup part of it to see the actual group table. Let's go ahead and jump into Group B. Yeah, got too much food on mine. Yeah, because I'm not eating... I haven't been able to eat my lunch, guys. I've been chipping away at my lunch for an hour and a half. Like a bird. Yeah, let me go ahead and slide that through and do that one more time. And here we go. Now we're going to be able to see the actual current standings. And there you go. Reuben 3-0, Mal 3-1. And coming up next, the God RF himself. Here we go. Jumping into game number 1, Osama and RF. European doner kebab greater than burrito. Fake lapacati. I do like a good doner kebab. Ain't nothing on a burrito, bro. Tarek Al-Hassan. Maybe a Syrian as well, hoping here for Osama to get the win. And RF going hog cycle again. Looking like Loon for Osama. James 10 Kate. Who do I think is the best current Clash Royale player? Probably you, man. If I was to guess, you're probably the best one. And Fishman will not get a slap on the left-hand side. RF pitching a shutout so far. Hog behind the knight. And Fisherman, yeah, Fisherman not going to do much to help there. Osama maybe falling apart a little bit. And RF just has to watch that balloon. I was going to say, is he playing NATO in this? That would make no sense. Just has to watch that balloon connect. 618 on the right-hand side. Who's the best Clash Royale content creator? Probably you, Korskis. Somebody did not want to give Fireball value. Fair enough. And there we go, down to 634 to 618. Games have been getting tighter and tighter today, it feels like. And now the bomb tower, so you see RF did have something, but didn't have the elixir for it, and was forced to take a whole lot of damage from that last balloon. Here we go. Hog Rider down with Muskie in support. This will get one shot from the Hog. And Heal Spirit doesn't pop. That's big here. What's RF going to do in defense? Might have to Fireball here to keep that balloon from getting on tower. Not going to happen. Balloon will get death damage, so now the question is, can RF go the opposite direction and get this tower down with 20 seconds left? Osama, of course, going to load up and not even play defense there. Just going to load up on the left-hand side. Nice Heal Spirit out of the Syrian player, and now a healthy Lumberjack does go down, but a powered-up Fishboy slapping away at that left-hand tower, 19-21. Osama with the advantage as we go into sudden death. And now comes the 6-man once we are in sudden death overtime. And that's a lot of elixir on the board right now for the Syrian player. Two Muskies now for RF. It's just a question of what he does with these Royal recruits that can just clog up the lane like crazy. Fisherman does not pull the Hog. And I saw a little lag there too, guys. It might be my capture card getting overworked. Not entirely sure. I might reset my capture card after this match. We'll see. And that's going to be a lot of recruits and a lot of fireball value. Hog going the opposite direction. RF will have enough for a high bomb tower here, but that balloon's going to escape and make a beeline for that left-hand side. Fireball not available fast enough. And look at that heal spirit. Kaboom! Huge connection there, and another balloon in the pocket. Osama putting the pressure on like crazy, and that's going to be a GG, I think. Is that bomb in range? Yes, it is. Osama takes the win in game number 1. Oh yeah, Koji Lamufa is real in this stream for sure. We've been throwing hard curses out. And there you go. Oh, that's not quite updated. Let's see if this will catch up. Come on, there we go. There's our correct stuff. Do I think Clash Royale should allow friends to spectate friends who are also themselves spectating other people? I don't know. I think Clash Royale should have an incognito mode so people can't spectate you if you don't want to be spectated. It's been one of my #1 asks for a long time. All my asks are like way off meta. Dadizio with the roses and the cakes. Thank you very much for the support, buddy. Here we go. Ban is going to be Royal Hogs, RF, and Osama. My 2 big asks in Clash Royale, besides 2v2 ladder or a more competitive 2v2 game mode, my 2 big asks are A, an incognito mode. So if you want to play without being spectated, you can. Yeah, there's a little... I'm going to have to check something after this because everything looks fine on my iPad. So it must be my capture card not liking something. I'll check that out in a minute. Because I saw a little stutter there for a second. And then number 2 would be more music. Different Clash Royale music, so it's not all the same music all the time. I'm going to close some things. My CPU usage is pretty low. Why would I want to be incognito if I don't want to be spectated while I'm playing? If I want to have friends but not be... Like, why do you have incognito mode in any game? You don't want invites, don't want spectators, whatever it might be. What if your opponent wants to be spectated? I don't know. It would just mean you people couldn't spectate you specifically. But yeah, I'd love that in incognito mode, so like no one could. So that basically, my little eyeball wouldn't pop up. So someone could spectate my opponent, I guess. But I mean, what do you mean? How would it work? Just people just wouldn't be able to click on your people on your friends list or your clan would not see the eyeball that says watch him. But yeah, other music too. Like if part of the trophy, trophy road or whatever you want to call it, or part of the Pass Royale was to unlock new theme music, like variations of the theme, that would be cool. And yeah, more deck slots would be nice. The rematch button is another big ask too. Yeah, rematch button would be pretty cool. What if you could be spectated but turn off the eyeballs? Yeah, that might be nice. Not a lot of Ram Rider right now. But we've seen a bit today. It's rare to see Ram Rider without Lumberjack. Final 20 seconds of regulation. No one's really taking the advantage here in game number 2. Osama winning game 1 does have the lead overall. This is kind of a swing game for both players. I believe a win here for Osama. I need to double check that. I believe it would put him at 2-2. And the same thing for RF. Why does Ram Rider have the old card preview? Because I have never deinstalled the game and reinstalled it on my iPad. I've updated the Clash Royale, but I have not. You had to uninstall and reinstall to get the new image. So I have the old Ram Rider image. The classic Ram Rider image. How about that? Danny McDuff with maybe the weirdest ask. I'd like to be the red team once. That's pretty funny. Well, just watch your opponent. Watch on your spectate from your opponent's side, and you can be the red team. RF GY as RF does, but so far we're still in a pretty big stalemate here. And I think this is going to swing towards RF once we get in the trip. It's going to be too hard. And look at that, the 4 goes to the wrong side. Or maybe that's Osama's intention there, was to create pressure in the opposite lane. And that might actually be what he's going for. See, the Dark Elven will go to the opposite lane here. And he'll shoot Ram Rider behind it. Cage will come out, though, I believe. There you go. Cage goes high. Fireball does not stop the Musketeer. Heal Spirit does give the Ram Rider a little bit more life here, though. And she's going to connect. And now a full-on 3-3 split. Poison on the right-hand side. Final 25 seconds. Osama just barely ahead at the moment. Heal Spirit goes in early. Cage down low against the Ram Rider. RF going to pull a Graveyard and a Poison, it looks like, here on offense. Trying to get as much damage as he can here. Can he get enough to beat out the Fireball in time? No, he will not. Osama takes the 2-0 win by just over 200 HP. Big time win for the Syrian player. GG, well played for Osama. Not a huge sample size on that matchup. One of my top 3 favorite cards. Obviously, Ice Golem is always one of my top favorite cards. I'd say Balloon is also up there. Maybe Magic Archer. RF's ban was Royal Hogs, and so maybe that's a bit of a tip as to why Osama ran Ram Rider. You can see Dadizio, thanks with all the hype there in the chat on the Trovo side. Do appreciate that. Guys, I am co-streaming on Trovo and on YouTube. If you want to go check it out on Trovo, you can. I am going to briefly unplug and replug in my capture card here, because my capture card seems like it's being a little bit funky with some of that delay. So let's see if resetting the capture card might help out. Let me go ahead and make sure that we're reconnected. There we go. And waiting for Serge versus Reuben to come up here. Let's go check in on an upgrade and see what all the current stats are at the moment. Hey, Fake Royal Giant with the 500 with the big unicorn, the shiny unicorn. Thank you, Fake Royal Giant. Continuing to hold your #1 spot. Let's go ahead and check out on upgrade the current standings here in Group B in our group stage. And as you can see, Mao moving up to 4-1. So Mao has most likely qualified for Stage 3. Top 4 move on, bottom 4 move down. You have 7 matches over the course of the day. So Mao most likely has qualified. Reuben at 3-0 would have to lose 4 in a row to really be in trouble. And RF now, I believe RF moves down to 2-2, and Osama moves up to 1-4. So we'll see if that's the case. Big loss there for RF. Puts him in danger. And really opens up the door there in that number 3, number 4 spot. And winner chicken dinner there, and from Dadizio and Anhadi. Appreciate your support as well. Oh, and the cash bang from Fake RG, dude, that is huge. Fake RG, you are super OP. Guys, everyone on the Trovo side, the support there between the big gifts and the subs and the things like that. Ooh, is that lagging there? That's weird, right? Do I appear to be lagging? I think my computer's just kind of hating all the weight I'm putting on it today. Let's go ahead and jump into Surge TS against Reuben. So it's not my capture card. I think it's my computer being a little annoyed with me. Oh, CPU usage at 54%. Gotta close some things. Gotta figure out why I'm at 54%. That's crazy. What's the most important note to win a battle? Help me. Do more damage to your opponent's tower than they do to yours. That's the most important note, I would say. After that, everything else is just, you know, icing on the cake. Yeah, my CPU just jumped to a 60% usage. That is really weird. I don't have that many, I don't have a bunch of new things open. I'm gonna start closing a bunch of stuff, guys, and see if I can't take some pressure off the computer here. Irish door with a huge cash bang as well. My lord. You guys are overwhelming me today. Hawk triple spell's been pretty popular today. And Reuben calling a good game already. Yeah, 2 small spells plus the bomb tower. This is a pretty good matchup overall for Surge TS. Andrew O'Brien, shout out to us, our old players. Yep. Over 30 challenge. Dude, fake RG now getting into a war here. Another cash bang. Guys, the support on Trovo is kind of crazy right now. It's kind of crazy. And I'm loving it. You guys are making my day, that's for sure. Thank you, Kareem, for your congrats on 10K. Yeah, did that yesterday. Sub should be called Burrito Gang. Good call there, Lawler. Good call there. Is there an over 30 challenge? I don't know what the actual number is, but Grandpa Ivy has the runs the CRVL, the Clash Royale Veterans League, which is for all adults. You gotta be like I don't know what the cutoff is. I don't know if it's 35 or what it is, but Grandpa Ivy, check him out. Hit him up on Twitter because I know he runs the CRVL, and it's all for the grown-ups. 387 left-hand side. That'll be 2 EQs to finish that off. Just a rough. This is just a rough matchup for Reuben. Double small spell for both parts of the bait. The bomb tower to pull. Irish door with the GG well played. Oh my word. Irish door coming out huge. Huge. Massive. That might deserve my best Irish accent there for you a second. Does everyone have to make an Irish accent all breathy and stuff? And thank you, Sandy, for your stay safe. And more importantly, thank you, Sandy, for your big mod powers. GG, well played. Surge TS takes game number 1. And yeah, that matchup is nasty. Look at that. This is actually, these are some accurate matchup numbers. 80-20 at this level might be even more than that. Yeah, Trovo is going off right now, guys. Kasim, you might have to have a Trovo account to send a message. Bomb Tower is the ban from Reuben here. Oh, not actually Irish. You're from Notre Dame. Oh, and Vanderbilt. Interesting. What are you trying to... Oh, it's talking. Oh, but it's talking to get Grandpa Ivy to respond. I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, I'm pretty responsive, man. Here we go. You certainly can't send a massage, and that's a good point. There's Big Smoke. You cannot send a massage in chat. That'd be a weird one if that's what if Trovo added that as one of the gifts you could buy. Hey, Reuben, glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, guys, if you want to make sure you never miss a stream, those of you on YouTube, you can watch on Trovo. I do stream regularly on Trovo, but for this event, subscribe to me on YouTube so you don't miss any of this Bren Chong Cup. This is day 2 of 12 days in a row. If you want to hear my voice for 4 hours a day for 12 days in a row, subscribe to me on YouTube. It's a great way to do it. Nuri beat Jack with double bait versus Hoggy Q and Sierra out east. Ooh. But what was the spell he was running? Deep fake? Like, what was the exact construction he was running? What spell, what building, etc. Pulsar. My French is not that good, but I'm doing all right. Mohammed, how to terminate Sparky with Electro Wizard. Electoral Wizard, which is also a great way to say it. Rocket will kill a Sparky pretty out. Making me download social media. Yeah, make social media your entire lives, guys. But if you are into competitive Clash Royale, you kind of have to have Twitter. Competitive Clash Royale basically lives on Twitter. Here's the ranking of if you want to rank like from competitive to casual. Most competitive, in terms of like what the actual scene is like, is Twitter. That's where the competitive scene lives, is on Twitter. And I'm talking about social media, not like Discord and stuff like that. Twitter is the most competitive. Instagram is like somewhere in the middle, and Facebook is super casual. Like a Twitter conversation is which deck has matchup. An Instagram conversation is what do you think about my deck, and a Facebook conversation is what do you think is cuter, the Heal Spear or the Ice Spear, or a Facebook conversation. He had a Juke Barrel connect big time with the Knight tanking. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Ram Rider gets pulled in by the NATO and then connects. That building dropped too early, and they get a Ram Rider connection. Yeah, and Reddit is just meaning about the balance changes. And posting, there's just some cool fan art on Reddit. If you want to see like some really cool fan art, Reddit does. If you go to the Clash Royale subreddit, there's actually some really cool creative people out there making up their own emotes, doing drawings and stuff like that. Hey Logan, thank you very much, man. Do appreciate it. I would not say Reddit is the most. First of all, I wouldn't call Reddit social media. I would call Reddit like a message board. But also, there you go, King Tower activation. The Electoral Wizard, yeah, so Floridian's kind of a lot. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, someone said in the YouTube said Electoral Wizard, which I love their Irish door. I wouldn't say Reddit is the most casual, because Reddit, they care about the balance changes, and they're passionate. Like, again, like all the drawings and stuff like that. I'd say Facebook is the most casual. Facebook is where players say, give their opinions, and then when Grandpa Ivy criticizes them, they say, I know what I'm talking about. I have 3,000 trophies. So that's Facebook. Every community has its own thing. Final minute, triple elixir. Reuben with the advantage so far. And that Ram Rider, huge, huge connection. If Reuben can defend against this graveyard, which I don't know if he can, no graveyard. Smart play by Surge TS not to pop it there. Oh, that whole sequence was brilliant. If Surge TS defends here, he might have this one. Goblin Cage high. Fireball trying to make some room, not going to do it. Surge TS, brilliant play. NATO's the Dark Goblin into tower, gets damage, and then waits for the archers to pass by before throwing the GY down. Poison in, not going to graveyard here. Surge TS. Now graveyard's late. Graveyard's on the back end. As the archers go away, NATO damage in. Fireball opposite direction from Reuben. 110 to 38. Can he get the connection? And Surge TS gets it with 2 seconds left. What a finish. What a finish. GG, well played. Fake Royal Giant throws the GG, well played in Trovo. Dude, you're killing it today, Fake RG. You're coming in huge, and this is a fun tournament, guys. Miss Slaton must be bored in your house because you're casting every day. Well, it's hard to be bored when you have a job and a child. You're never bored, you're just busy. Mike, I am wishing you a speedy recovery there, Mike Mark. And Fake RG, thank you for the support. Yeah, CR Esports this has been a great year. I actually went on to the Supercell discussion area and thanked the Supercell devs yesterday for all their support for CR Esports this year. It's been a great year for CR Esports, which means a great year for me too. It means a lot of fun stuff for me to do. CR Esports in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to say it again right now. This has been a great year for Clash Royale esports, and it's been a great time for me to find out what I do as a content creator. Because I'm an esports guy, in case you didn't know. I'm a caster. So, yeah, this year has been really cool, and a big part of that is because Clash Royale has put so much support behind esports this year. And not just in Clash Royale, by the way. Supercell overall, Brawl esports has been blowing up, too. So thanks overall to the Supercell team for putting so much behind mobile esports, and CR in particular for me. Big hype in the chat. Kuno, what kind of changes do I expect next meta? Well, I expect that the Royal Giant will cost 1 elixir, but have 3,000 HP. Does that seem accurate? So we haven't seen much RG today. We've seen very little of this, the most popular deck in the game. The deck that's dominating ladder. But here we are, we've seen RG maybe once today, and now we're in a mirror match. Interesting. I told you guys, you can watch a day of Clash Royale, and the meta will shift within that same day. Am I going to do a preview of the fall season of CRO West? Yep, I will do a fall season preview. I didn't do an East one because of timing, but I will do a fall season preview for sure. So RG Fishboy versus RG Fishboy. What is your favorite thing that a Clash Royale troop says? Is Fish Slap your favorite? Take your time. Throw it in the chat, guys. What is your favorite thing that a Clash Royale troop says? I think when the bowler says, bowling, that one makes me laugh every time. Fish Slap makes me laugh. Magic. Yeah, Magic is a good one, Kasim. Fireball. Yeah, the Wizard is hilarious. I was going to say Fireball is great. Electrons is good. That's a huge heal spirit for DarkAngel. Fireball comes out, though. Utter Lies or Pancakes. Good calls. Pancakes is a great one. And that's tower down, right-hand side. It's going to be very hard here for Levy to fight back in this time. We should see a Fishboy far here, but a lot covered here. Levy could get, oh no, too much DPS. GG, well played. DarkAngel takes game number 1. Newt from Dark Prince, that's really funny. What does the Ice Wizard say? I never thought about that. What does the Ice Wizard say, guys? Yeah, the Goblin Brawler is like, rah, 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 rah. That one also makes me giggle. If we're talking about things that make me giggle, the Goblin Brawler does make me giggle. That's true. Stats a bit behind here. Let me see if I can get those to update. I am not in charge of the stats, guys. I just have them on my screen. In case you guys haven't seen it in a while, here's the overall look at the groups. Ice in finish. That's what the Ice Wizard says. Ah. And the Goblin Brawler is hilarious. Here we go. Ban from Levy is going to be Magic Archer going into our next game. And again, here's a look at the overall groups. Today we're on Group B. You can see the dates there as well. Group stage will run through September 4th. After that, we'll be into our top 32, our bracket stage, double elimination bracket. 2 times elimination bracket. What does the fox say? Good question there, Chuck Wagon. I wonder if there's a song that answers that somewhere. Yeah, Group H is pretty lit. Every group is pretty fire, actually, I gotta say. Every group here is pretty cool. The Brawler is so great, though. I want to know who. I want to go next time they do. You know, that'd be a dream. Here's my ask: Clash Royale esports. I don't know if you're still in the chat. I know Clash Royale stopped by yesterday, but I'm gonna come on camera for this one. I would love to be the voice of a Clash Royale card. You know I have a good voice, and I can do lots of sounds. This is my ask. I would love to be the voice of a Clash Royale card. I think that'd be pretty cool. What do you guys think? Let's go. Right? That sort of thing. Let's go jump into our next game. Wouldn't that be fire? Wouldn't that be fire? Aha! See, I can do voices and sounds. We gotta figure out whatever the next card is, though. I don't know, because we couldn't revoice a card that exists. But a future card? It'd be a dream come true for a young boy from California. Here we go, game number 2. Might be lava for the first time today. We have not seen lava yet, right? Egolem should say no skill is actually really funny. Shout burritos for a card. Dude, Sandy, great call. So I think we are seeing lava for the first time today. Miner to the left, so yeah. Looking more and more like it. The burrito truck card. It's actually a pretty OP card there, Gabe. I don't even know if that might be too good. Either Rich's voice or nails on a chalkboard. Matt Scott, that was just mean. That was just so hurtful, man. I don't know if I can ever recover. Or maybe I'll be absolutely fine. Here we go. Levy doing the rare plain Lava Hound, but not throwing it down first play. Ooh, cracked would be a good one, too. A burrito cart? I'm in for that. So 2 whole minutes where someone has not played, a Lava Hound player has not played their Lava Hound. There we go. So Levy playing Lava Hound like it was meant to be played, which is in double elixir. Pulsar, to answer your question, absolutely not. Just, I do a bunch of community tournament stuff, and Andrew is crushing Valorant right now. 24/7 Valorant. I think dude might be trying to go pro. Who knows? But no, we'll both be back for CRL. And that Hunter just demolished that push. Solid graveyard for DarkAngel, currently up 1 in the game. And Levy pressuring, though, with this Lava Hound. Daddy Easy-O, thanks for the rose. Burrito Hut spawns recruits in a burrito skin. I don't hate it. A lot of damage on the left-hand side here for Levy. DarkAngel was holding on to the lead, but that second Lava Hound at the bridge made things very, very difficult for the Spaniard. Graveyard in, Mega Knight in full tank mode. Poison should be there, able to get there. Yep, Poison is down. Miner has to come out to pick up the Mega Knight, but I think that Mega Knight's still going to get the tower here. Fireball does not hit the big boy. 488 on the left-hand side. DarkAngel with the lead and the big elixir advantage. And you see now he's just trying to press it as much as he possibly can. DarkAngel should be able to get the win here. Baby Dragon playing in defense. Snowball making enough room for some skeletons to go. Tap, tap, tap. GG. Well played. DarkAngel with the 2-0. There should be a troop that mimics the voice of the chicken hen emote. Like a bee, like that. Oh, interesting. GG, folks. Let's go check out the stats powered by Royale API. Big 2-0 win for DarkAngel. Coming up next, Serge versus the God RF. Let me go ahead and take a look at the standings for a second before we jump into this next game so that We get an idea of where we are. Let me bring up the table here for Group B. So there are your current standings. Surge TS 3-0. Or sorry, 3-3. Mao 4-1. Reuben 4-1. This Surge TS God RF match is going to be an important one. Winner might clinch a spot in the next round. So we'll have a lot of information on what our top 4 looks like after this Surge TS God RF matchup. Prize money overall is $6,000 for this event. Mega Knight Graveyard is a thing. Yeah, there you go. I have to try out this Magic Archer deck. It has been fun. We've seen a lot of Magic Archer today. Fireball's not insanely popular right now, despite the fact that there are... I guess we've seen a lot of Fireball today. Now, let me take that back. But Fireball's popularity has dropped comparatively with the addition of so many other spells. Magic Archer maybe picking up a bit. First minute away, pretty even, 4 HP separating these two. RF goes for an aggressive split lane push. And that's going to be a good heal spirit because it's going to get that one pig on the right-hand side pretty much unresponded to. Princess Tower has to do it on her own. And RF with a solid lead here in game number 1 of this matchup against the Brazilian. Mike Mark pointed out how we have not seen arrows once today. I believe you're right. Arrows have not been played. I think arrows are in a pretty good spot overall, but really have not been a part of it. Heal Spirit called Tennis Ball. Good point. Yeah, that is the one thing I think would be fun. I said this yesterday, but maybe in Halloween or sometime soon, a day or a week where all the cards get renamed to their nicknames inside game. That would be fun. Six-man split, 3-3. Speaking of nicknames here for RF as we get into the final 45 seconds of regulation. Surge TS having trouble breaking through the second stage, been mostly minor damage. And between the Fisherman and the Hunter, solid protection, although there's some fireball value given by RF to Surge TS. And the prediction attempt there by Serge does not pay off, and this Musketeer gets absorbed. We'll see if RF can capitalize on this early bomb tower. Gonna ignore the miner. Yep, gonna completely ignore the miner. Here we go. And 3 piggies do escape and get on tower. Heal Spirit gonna go and help out because that log goes to the left-hand side, and that is a huge chunk of damage on the right. Fisherman goes all the way in for a couple of slaps. GG called by RF. And it all came from ignoring that miner, folks. He had a good dual lane pressure already set up, and then decided, nope, that miner is not worth my attention right now. Instead of spending to defend, took advantage of 3 elixir not being available for defense on his opponent's side. Min-maxing, a term we talk about a lot in CRL, and this is not the correct stats for that one. But that was a min-max choice there by RF. Arrows were played in the Lava Hound game, says Kunal. Oh, then there we go. So they have been played. Have there been no Firecrackers today? I faced Firecracker on ladder before I started casting today. Yeah, Chuckwagon, you love chimichangas more than burritos? I don't know if we can be friends anymore, man. Jasper, you want a shout out? Absolutely not, Jasper FX. I will not shout you out. Heal Spirit and Log from both sides. Yeah, no bowlers yet. It's kind of surprising. We saw a bowler yesterday, I think, one time. There is a Bowler Expo deck that's popular, that's being played a bit right now. Bowler GY, of course. Six-man split from RF. Surge TS going, I think, with just maybe the same deck, but faster cycle. Or Surge TS might be going, RF might be going Loon, Surge TS going Royal Giant. Maybe RG both directions. But what's the Magic Archer doing there? But what's the Magic Archer doing there? Not typical in Royal Giant right now. Might be going Ram. People play Bowler Bow? Yeah, I used to play Bowler Bow back in the day. My first True Comfort deck was Bowler Bow Minor. I might have played a Hog Valk deck before that, actually, now I think about it. I might have played a Trifecta deck at one point. It's Pigs, saying Aiden Lee. Yeah, I guess, yeah, Royal Hogs would make sense. Oh, yeah, with the Magic Archer, Ding Dong. Is there a Spanish transmission? Yeah, go to Revel on Twitch. Revel Amor on Espanol. And that's going to be some nice geometry there for RF. Fireball has to go left. That worked out great for RF. Fireball had to go left for Surge TS because the cannon cart is a much bigger concern. And letting that cannon cart connect would be massive, but look what happens on the right-hand side. Great dual lane pressure here from RF. Has not even had to go win condition yet. In between the Hunter, the Fisherman, and the Royal Recruits, trying to find a way through for the RG going to be real difficult for the Brazilian. Surge TS and RF both have been in CRL for quite a long time. Taking fairly different paths, though. Surge TS started in CRL Latin America with Pain Gaming before coming to the West with Pain. Then did sort of a season with Team Liquor. He was on the roster, didn't play at all. And then now back with Pain Gaming again for the spring split. We'll see what happens in the fall season. RF, been with the same team essentially the whole way through his career. Won the CRL North American Championship with Immortals. Continued with Immortals through the Western seasons in 2019, and then same team just picked up, put on a new jersey, and head over to Space Station, where they won CRL West here in the spring. Ooh, Thanos suggesting that they should have more emotes that are words rather than just like image emotes. Interesting thought. And that's going to be, oh, nice skellies there from Surge TS. That Fisherman could have been disastrous for Surge, but a good pickup with the skeletons. I don't see how the Royal Giant breaks through here at all in any meaningful way again for Surge TS. He's doing a good job of keeping himself alive for the moment. Staying one step ahead of these Magic Archers has been critical for the Brazilian. And now this might be an opportunity here for one shot with the RG. Nope, too much DPS one more time. 20 seconds remaining. Surge put the pressure on, though. He's ahead on Elixir. He's going to get one shot here. He could get two shots here. That's huge. 324. Fireball comes in defensively, and RF going to take the win. We're going to a game 3. And this is possibly a qualifier game for both these players. I believe they are both at 3 wins. We should have the update here. There we go. Pretty small sample size does give the advantage to Surge TS. RF locking it down defensively. Shout out! I can read words in capital letters. Chuckwagon saying you lost sound. I don't know, Chuck. Everyone else have sound? Seems like I'm transmitting sound. So that was game 2. RF got the win. We're waiting on game 3. Not quite sure what the ban is going to be yet. One Heisenberg. RF won 2-0. Game 3. Oh, did RF win 2-0? Man, yeah, I am just tired, guys. I thought Surge TS won game 1. I thought the overlay had Surge TS winning game 1. I found Sam, but I wanted somebody else to a game back. Okay, so RF did win that one 2-0. I don't know why in my brain I thought Surge TS won game 1. Talking by myself for a lot of hours, fellas. And ladies, by the way, I don't want to leave out the ladies there. Guys, if you want to see me forget who has won game number 1 more often, subscribe to me on YouTube. Also, I get things right sometimes. I need some rest. These Bren Chong cats are tough. Yep, yeah, it's only day 2 of 12, guys. So I believe RF qualified. After this match, we'll look at the standings one more time here in Group B. Why are there no Elite Barbs anymore in competitive? They were never in competitive. E-Barbs have never been a competitive card. They've been played once, as far as I know, in CRL, and that was when Misfits was eliminated and Wings played them as a gag because Ash made a challenge for it. Hey, Dadizio, good to see you. And not going to get the King Tower activation from that Hunter pull. I mean, yeah, they first came out like a million years ago, and they're too easy to beat. Ooh, Thanos saying they should have got Thanos emote. That would be cool if Supercell did like, you know, some sort of thing with Marvel, and you could get skins that were like Marvel-themed skins in Brawl Stars and emotes that were Marvel-themed emotes in Clash Royale. And a Thanos Infinity Glove click would be super cool. Think of dropping that on somebody after you win, the Thanos Infinity Glove click. That's a great idea there, Thanos, in the Trovo chat. In the Crown Duel in 2016, almost everyone's using E-Barbs. Yes, that was 2016. You know, at one time people used leeches in medical care. So things used to happen that are different than now. Hey, Sandy, thank you for modding as always. Really appreciate your work and your support. Huge part of what makes my day go so much better here when streaming these big, long matches. Piggy's in on the right-hand side, and Mega Knight in front trying to hold up enough tankage. And that's going to be a nice little connection there. Reuben still in the lead, 756 to 1629. Thank you, Devon Shu, for the pleasant commentary on my commentary. Reuben going to get the win here. Game number 1 goes to the Spaniard. Still, I think these stats should update here in a minute. Come on, stats. Guys, we're getting to the last hour, probably last 30 or 40 minutes of today's Group B action. After this match, we'll take a look at the standings as they are. But as you can see, we have 6 more groups to get through tomorrow, starting at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central European Summertime. Jupiter King, Pedro, Darklight, Bale, Schwarzen, Michifu, Bancito, and Chris Lian, who Chris Lian, a frequent winner of my $100 open tournaments, only on Trovo. We'll see how he fares against some big-time competition tomorrow. Deep fake La Picati with a bit of a trivia question in the Trovo chat. Which CRL team or teams have no players that have ever finished top 3 on ladder? I don't know the answer to that. Italian. Serious about a Black Panther card? Yeah. Yeah, very, very sad news last night. Talented actor and good guy overall as well, so. Hopefully, we all get to leave as good of an impact on those around us. We'll be interested to watch a female-only CR competition. Actually, I've tried to work on. I'll work on getting the notes together for that to happen. But don't know if that's ever gonna take place. But I've a couple times started making some inroads into potentially a women's championship in Clash Royale, which would be very cool. Let's see. Dignitas is the only team to have no player who finished top 3 in ladder. Interesting. Pigs in, Bandit goes the back the opposite direction. Elderly only CR championship. What do we call elderly? Because in terms of being a Clash Royale competitor, in your 30s basically makes you a dinosaur. Bandit's doing some serious dances. 50 plus. So that's a small cohort, but we can get it going. When does CROS start? Sometime in the fall. Irish Door, I'm 40, almost 41. What does that make me? Methuselah? That's funny. I'm 36. I basically, in Clash Royale terms, I might already be dead, actually. Pigs pushing left-hand side. Bandit going to go right to those skeletons. Final minute 40. Reuben ahead, but not by a lot. Mini Mao, a.k.a. Mao, the Bolivian, doing all right. Miner to the back. Goblin Cage up front. Oh, that's a huge connection. Bandit dash, Mega Knight leap. At the same time, Heal Spirit comes in. Reuben now running away with it. 584 on the right-hand side, not to mention the Magic Archer on the left. Cage goes high. Bandit to the back to deal with this Miner, and she will dash forward too to help out on the defensive side up by the bridge back. Man, Reuben putting on a clinic today, an absolute clinic. Mao trying to stretch Reuben thin here, not going to make it work. Cage Mega Knight combination. Just locking things all the way down. 889 though. Reuben not out of the woods yet in this one. Minor poison push to the front. And here go the Pigs with a Mega Knight behind. Magic Archer gets one connection, gets a second. Pigs on the tower, Mega Knight coming in, and that's going to be a GG. Well played. Reuben takes it in 2. Irish Door on Hottie. I think that the Veterans League I think that I think I'm old enough for it at 36, so I'm not. I think you guys could play in the Veterans League. Yeah, one Heisenberg saying that I should play in Veterans League and get clapped by other elderlies. Hey, Lucifer, 4 a.m. in India. It always does feel weird talking to Lucifer in the chat, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel weird? Saying that out loud? All right, let's go ahead and check out the stats on AppGrade here for a second. If you do want to follow along with all of the up-to-date information, including schedules, upcoming matches, things like that. There's also results. There's, of course, what happened yesterday. Sergio Ramos, Pompeo, Lich, and Azelis moving on. Let's take a look at Group B as it currently stands. So RF, Reuben, and DarkAngel all at 4 wins. So I believe we have our top 4 now. Adrian Piedra taking a all full 7 loss, not going to be able to make it to his games. So I believe that this means that we have our top 4 in Group B decided. So now the question is, what order will they be in? Because the seeding for the round of 32 is first place from a group will take on 4th place from another group. So now it's a question of deciding the seeding in those top 4 spots. But yes, your top 4 will be Mao, RF, Reuben, and DarkAngel moving on. Oh, wait a second. Levy still hasn't played his 7th game? Oh, Levy could still get in. Oh, interesting. We are not done, folks. It is not decided. I was wrong. Levy is still in the mix right now, because could also go 4-3 because Adrian Piedra gave wins all across the board by not being able to compete. So we are actually in a very interesting situation, guys. A 4-3 player could be eliminated. That makes this really compelling. All right. Very, very cool. Me D saying, reminds me of Star Wars chess. You know, actually, Me D, I describe Clash Royale like that often. That's really funny. Lucifer out here making everyone scared. Osama at 3 wins. How's he out? Because isn't he Osama at 4 losses? Isn't Osama 3-4, or was I wrong, and did I get that wrong? Let me go ahead and open up AppGrade on my phone while you guys watch all the action here. Jonathan, I'm top 200 in my country in Brawl Stars. Are you in Greenland? Shade, being thrown. Let me look at Group B for a second. Osama is at 2 wins and 4 losses. So Osama is out. Surge TS has 4 losses. So here's we go. Mao, RF, Reuben, and DarkAngel all have 4 wins. Levy is 3-3. So Levy with a win, he could put himself in contention. So the real question is, how many players end up at 4-3? How do the tiebreakers work there? Nobody. You were top 1,000 in the U.S. That's a pretty significant accomplishment. Nobody is top 1,000. See that? See what I did there? Nobody. You get it. RF running Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits, Royal, the double Royal. Is this matchup even? It's dual lane versus dual lane, says John O'Connor. I don't actually know the matchup data on this one. I think it's really dual lane. I wouldn't call Mao's deck dual lane because it's GY. He can switch lanes, but I wouldn't call it dual lane necessarily. Eric took a nap and he woke up with some little drool. Well, you know what? No one's judging you. Fake RG with the hide. Thank you very much, Fake RG. You're killing it today. The support on Trovo, by the way, today has been phenomenal, guys. I mean, I can't like really express it enough. I got to stay and try to cast as diligently as possible, but you guys on Trovo have been making my day, like for real. I do appreciate it. 292 on the left-hand side. One cheeky Magic Archer can finish things off here for RF, but he's playing it safe. No reason to give a big opening to his opponent. Cannon Cart does finally go down, but gonna hold those those Skeleton Dragons right in position for the Magic Archer to do some more work. Who was the best 1v1 player in CRL last season? I think the best record in the 1v1 set was Jupiter King, who went 4-0 during the group stage. Apex fan later. Is that Funky Monkey? That's my guess. Apex fan later. Is that Funky Monkey? He'll let the commentator take a break. Well, I mean, if I take a break, it's just me, dude. It's just silence. So I could stop. I could just be quiet. You guys could watch silence. Do you want to just meditate while we watch Clash Royale? Oh boy, Skeleton Dragons going hard on the right-hand side. Mega Knight might steal this one. Oh my word! RF had that completely locked down. Had that left-hand tower under 300 HP for, I don't know, 420 years. And next thing you know, Mao just fights back and gets it. Mega Knight, the Skeleton Dragons go nuts. Mega Knight escapes. What in the world? Mao opening doors here, maybe, for Levy. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. I mean, RF had played a brilliant game. A brilliant game. And then, ooh, RF is saying no ban. RF is choosing not to pull a ban card in this game. Interesting. So for the first time today, guys, the player chooses not to ban in Game 2 after taking their loss. No, I don't show the chat, guys. Man. Oh, Swimmer just showed. Swimmer, have you been here the whole time? In the Trovo chat? Did you just get here? Oh, you did just get here. Okay. I was like, what's happening? RF better not take his foot off the gas here. He has to realize, take a look, that he's not necessarily guaranteed a spot. I need to ask how the tiebreakers work. Let me go ahead and ask the... 1 second. I'm gonna find out how the tiebreakers work. Oh, and I just found out that we actually have like a ranking thing that I can show on the in our other part. I'll have to go. Oh, let me go find that. That's interesting. Where is that? I'll show that after this game. Muting so I can eat some of my lunch still at 3:30 in the afternoon. All right, got some more of my lunch ate, guys. Needed to get that done. Dying over here. What's the name of the app? You can check the stores. Ellie, it's AppGrade, but I'll have scores up there for you in a minute in a second. So RF again with a big lead. MKGY from Miniman. There's MKGY on both sides. The app to use the standings, Ellie, is AppGrade. 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 You can follow all the information there. I'll show it again on stream in a minute. Also, I have a little graphic I can show too. Locust, what's the format for the matches? This is the group stage. It's an 8-person round robin. All games are best of 3, ban on first loss. And RF is going to get back to a spell here, finish things off. Dadizio with the winner chicken dinner. Thank you very much. And there you go. Poison gets it done. Gets it all finished. And guys, here, I'm going to show you a little. I think this graphic is queued up correctly. Let me take a look. It's not precisely built the way it's a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. It's not going to look clean, guys, but I don't want to have to do a whole bunch of changes here. I'll show it to you. Boom. There you go. So there's the current ranking overall. So RF, I don't know. I think a win here means RF moves on for sure. Guarantees himself a spot. You can see Levy there at 50-50 overall. You can see there's a little bit of something at the bottom there that doesn't look perfect. I'm going to figure out if there's a way for me to use this graphic differently. But there's the overall ranking stuff here. Let me go ahead and show you guys the stats from this last one. Am I doing the Clan Wars 2 thing all the content cards are talking about? Yeah, I'm playing on it. My clan is Fat Fingers. Fat Fingers is my clan if you guys want to check it out. And here we are going into our game number 3. Hunter is the ban. Let's go ahead and jump into game 3 of RF versus Mao. New card ideas. A card for 10 elixir that ends the game. You win. It's like the nuclear. It's the nuclear option. Let's see, the tiebreaker rules for this, by the way. In case of a tie at the group stage, the tiebreaker criteria are like this. First is head-to-head match wins in case there are only 2 players involved. If there's a 3-way tie, it's set point differential across all matches. Number of sets won versus lost. Then after that is crowns. How do you get the status so quickly? Do you think that one link that refreshes automatically? There's a thing that Royale API does for events like this and creators that automatically does it, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, guys, that's a big note. Adrian Piedra didn't go 0-7. He had to withdraw today. So Adrian did not just get blown out, for those of you just joining. He unfortunately had to withdraw from the event. All tied up here between Mao and RF. And with how crazy the game is right now, with how tight everything is, I don't actually know if anyone's guaranteed a spot through yet. Mao, I believe, only has 4 wins. Let me double check that on AppGrade. Yeah, Mao's at 4-1. RF's at 4-2. Considering that Levy could still get 4-3, it could get very, very tight. No one's guaranteed in yet. At least I don't know all the math of like who has head-to-head over whom and stuff like that. But oh boy, Oh, ooh, rich rip. What's the rip here? My clan hasn't closed. It's invite only, so you guys can apply. It's not, the clan hasn't opened, but you guys can ask to join. Oh, this is crazy. There's an update available on my phone. Oh, that's the wrong one. I was like, what's happening? That's final 2 minutes. Playing to guarantee themselves a spot in the next round. And very tight, 1591 to 1351. RF with Fireball, Bar Barrel, but... And that's a smart job for RF is to continue to give value to that Fireball on the right-hand tower, I think. You definitely want Mao to spend Fireball on that right-hand tower if you can. Fireball, Magic Archer will stop all but... Oh, no Snout's touch. Final minute 10. Mao has the Mega Knight. Should be sufficient to play solid defense as that last option. And RF really has no good response to the pickies. You see that here. And that's a ton of damage. Ram Rider high. Split lane pressure now from RF and a good heal spirit. A very good heal spirit. And now pressuring, spamming like crazy on the left-hand side is RF. Bandit trying to dash in and take some sort of advantage. A heal spirit does come out for Mao. Ram Rider connects. Huge connection for RF on the left-hand lane. 343 does not take the lead here, though. A Mega Knight leap on the right-hand side opens the door for the pickies. Fireball comes in on the right, but a heal spirit trying to get those pickies more damage on tower. Barbarian does not connect. 22 seconds left. Ram Rider down. 343 to 318. Heal spirit trying to make some help for the Ram Rider. She will not connect, and Magic Archers will not get piercing damage. 2 Inferno Dragons on that left-hand side on the Mega Knight. Bandit trying to sneak on through. Piggy's going to need to distract the Fireball here. Is there any way? No, there is no way. Bandit does not dash. Ram Rider not available. Mao wins. Mao wins. Game number 3 secures his way into the next stage. Ooh, boy. Things getting hot here in the final moments. So this is a big one here. Reuben versus Levy. Levy has a chance. Levy has a real chance here. A win for Levy here would move him on. Or would at least put him in contention. It would not guarantee he moves on, but would put him in contention to move on. Ooh, boy. Mao played a heck of a game. Mao played a heck of a game. RF now on the bubble, watching Levy very carefully. If Levy loses here, our top 4 are guaranteed. Reuben taking his time with the request, and there we go. The request is in. First tiebreaker is head-to-head, so I don't know if RF... Did RF win over Levy earlier? Let me take a look. Yeah, RF did win over Levy, so RF is safe against Levy unless it goes to a 3-way tiebreaker. Then it gets interesting. It would get very interesting. Very, very interesting. Here we go, jumping into our game. Reuben cycles to the right-hand side. I don't think this is the last game, guys. Let me check all the. Let me check app grade real quick, see where we are. Gonna update my table here. So Reuben is 5-1. Dark is 5-2. Both those guys guaranteed through. Mao is 4-2. RF is 4-2. RF might be 4-3, actually. So Reuben doesn't need a win here. Levy does. If Levy wins, I need to look at all the numbers and see if Levy has tiebreaker over Mao. But did Mao just hit 5-2? Need to wait to see if this is updated here. Hold on, guys. Waiting on some updates. I'm not 100% sure. Levy, I know, needs a win. I don't know if that win would actually get him in or not. If Levy loses, the top 4 are guaranteed Reuben, DarkAngel, Mao, and RF. If Levy loses, it's all over. RF in the chat on YouTube. I qualified. I think I have tiebreaker over Levy. We're the only 4 threes. Oh, is Mao 5-2 now? Because I'm waiting for upgrade to update. But if Mao's 5-2, then yeah, that's the case. Upgrade taking its sweet time. Let me take a look, see if it's updated yet. Oh, so Mao's already at 5 wins. Okay, right? That would be the sitch. Liam Dale, can I give you a shout out? I cannot give you a shout out, Liam Dale. I'm against giving shout outs to you, Liam Dale. So I guess this might be the last match of the day. Is that right, folks? Let me go ahead and just double check. Upgrade still hasn't updated. RG's in both lanes from Levy. That's the new card, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. The new card is actually double RG. It's going to be announced next week. Double RG, the new card. Oh yeah, guys. Code RICH, by the way. If you guys are buying stuff in the shop, use code RICH. R-I-C-H. In all your purchases. For All Stars, Clash Royale, Heyday. Whatever it is. Use it. Now, Reuben does want to win here because A, pride, and B, standings. If Reuben does secure first place in the division, in the group, he's guaranteed a match against a 4th place in his first round of 32 matchup. Code Rich Slaton for president, says Thanos. I like it. Thank you on Hottie for the cake. Do appreciate that, and appreciate all of you guys on Trovo. By piles and piles. So yes, Mao is at 5-2. So right now, this game is purely for placement, guys. If Reuben wins, he moves to 5-2. And I need to look at what the actual situation would be, because I don't remember what the... Let's go pop out here for a second. So, did Mao beat Reuben? No, Reuben beat Mao. Did Reuben beat Dark? Did Reuben beat DarkAngel? Reuben beat Mao. Did Reuben beat Dark? Okay, so if Reuben wins, he secures first place, guys. If Reuben wins, he secures first place, and that means he would get a 4th place matchup in the round of 32. So Reuben is essentially playing for placement, but this is the last match of the night. Your top 4 guaranteed are Mao, Reuben, DarkAngel, and the God RF. Now the question just is the ranking. A win here for Reuben guarantees that he gets first place, and in fact, actually, a loss might also guarantee, I think he just has first place locked, now that I think about it. So I think we're just watching Clash Royale happen, which is fine. I do like Clash Royale happening. I think that Reuben just is first place. Because he has tiebreaker over Mao and DarkAngel. So, do you guys like watching games of Clash Royale? I do. Most certainly. Take a sip of water here. It's been a nice day of... There are no creator codes in Heyday, Kasim. What? Make a creator code happen and then use mine. There you go. Yeah, I guess Reuben just has #1 locked up. So this is just an exhibition match. And while we're exhibiting, guys, those of you on YouTube, if you haven't yet, why not? Subscribe, dude. Ring the bell, dude. Notifications, dude. Because this is only day 2 of 6 days of group stage and only day 2 of 12 days of the Bren Chong Cup. Thoughts on Moogie's first couple of matches? I have not watched CRL East at all this season. I've been way too busy. I will do all my CRL East research when it's time for World Finals. But I just literally have no time for CRL East right now between Clash Royale, some jobs I have producing some esports events, and being a dad. Have not had a chance to watch it yet. And guys, I am not going to be casting by myself for 12 days. I'll be having some guest casters stopping in, helping out. Giving some insight, some advice. And just helping me rest my voice a little bit. For the love of God! I'm giving you guys a break from me talking. Final minute of regulation time. How old is my son or daughter? My son or daughter is 2 years old. And he is my son. Kisses to everybody who's giving me the love in the chat. Do appreciate it. Mega Knight goes to the King Tower. Did not activate. No activation there. That's a thing that happened. Miner goes to the back. Fishboy says slap, slap. Now that we're at the end, now that we're at the total end, I'm kind of like, I just feel like casting it like I'm a child. Fishboy goes slap, sap. Hunter goes boom, boom. And Miner goes to the back one more time. And Levy pulling the Hunter, the Miners rather than catching them. GY in. And that was a hover. Would I rather Thanos saying richly would you rather cast CRL Worlds or play in CRL Worlds? Well, considering that I do a great job casting and a terrible job playing, I'd rather cast in CRL Worlds. If I were any good, it'd be fun to play, but I'm a professional talker, folks. I say words with my face. Ooh, Graveyard getting a little bit of damage in. Defensive wall breakers to protect. And Skelly's go for the catch up front. Miner goes to the back instead, and now Reuben just cycling here in triple. Bomb tower defensive. Snowball not going to do a whole lot there. Wall breakers will defend against those Skellies mostly, and Fireball finishes it off, and Reuben puts the capper on a great day. Only lost 2 games all day. A 12-2 performance. Whoo, boy, this kid is kind of good at Clash Royale, I think. You know? Dominating show from Reuben today. And that is a big ol' GG. Oh, well played. And that's it for the day. Folks, we did it. Day 2 in the books. Day 2 all done. And Group A, your qualifiers, Reuben, the God RF, DarkAngel, and Mao. Reuben, 6-1 in matches on the day. Mao with a great performance, outpointing 2 CRL pros. Adrian Piedra, who You can't really count that. Adrian did not play his matches today. Had to step out. And then Surge TS. So Reuben, Dark Mao, and the God RF, your qualifiers. Guys, tomorrow, Group C action. Same bat time, same bat channel. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central European. Summertime. Jupiter King, X Pedro, Darklight Bale, Schwarzen, Mijifu Bancito, and Chris Lian. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with more Clash Royale action. That's going to be it for the day, folks. We've had a fun one, haven't we? We talked about burritos. We'll do that again tomorrow. We watched some great Clash Royale. We ate my peanut butter sandwich. All the important things. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, hit subscribe. It'll be on the screen somewhere. If you're watching live on YouTube, there's the link one more time in the chat. But I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. It's been fun. Thanks for watching. To you on Trovo, Family Chat. Mwah, love you guys. And yeah, Fat Fingers is the clan if you want to join for the Creator Challenge. I'll be doing that. But yeah, that's about it. Guys, I'm Rich Slaton. You're you.